Free flowing, sailing with the wind, not knowing how this story ends. Kind and brave, I know you'll find a way. Live your truth and good will come to you. Home, sweet home. Home, sweet home. Grounded, steady, earth between your toes, arms wide, ready, love is true, you know. Come roll, you can borrow calm, piece by piece, thriving in your palm. Home, sweet home. Together or alone, build your home. You are your home. Home, sweet home. Home, sweet home. Home, sweet Your
eyes tell me that you don't wanna leave just yet. No, my eyes agree. It's almost like when we first met. Oh, I don't care, it's getting too late. I want you and I can't wait. Don't wanna spend a minute without you. I know you feel the same. So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say, damn. And yeah, you know what's up. Ain't nothing I won't do for your body. So give me all you got right now. I know I'm yours, baby. So come give me love. You know you're my baby. So come give me love. I never felt nothing quite like this. I get a high every time we kiss. Can't get enough, baby. So come give me love. All of your love, I can't fake it. When I'm with you, my legs go weak. Yeah. Can you hear it? I think my heart just skipped a beat. Yeah. This feeling is getting so strong. Love me till the morning, love me all night long. There's something special about you. You're the one that I want. So come on, give me love. I'ma show you how to move with my body. Come hit me with your touch and make me wanna say, damn. And yeah, you know what's up. Ain't nothing I won't do for your body. So give me all you got right now. I know I'm yours, baby. So come give me love. You know you're my baby. So come give me love. I never felt nothing quite like this. I get a high every time we kiss. Can't get enough, baby. So come give me love. All of your love. Won't you love me till the morning? Love me in the evening. You know what I want. Won't you hold me like I'm yours? Show me that I'm yours. You know just what I want. Won't you love me like the last time? Like our time was right now. Show me what it's about. Love me till the morning. Love me in the evening. You know what I want. I know I'm yours, baby. So come give me love. You know you're mine, baby. So come give me love. I never felt nothing quite like this. I get a high every time we kiss. Can't get enough, babe. So come give me love. All of your love. Won't you love me till the morning? Love me in the evening. You know what I want. Won't you hold me like I'm yours? Show me that I'm yours. You know just what I want. Won't you love me like the last time? Like our time was right now. Show me what it's about. Love me till the morning. Love me in the evening. You know what I want. All of your love.
Laughs came so easily tonight. You're aware I'm prepared to keep you tight. 'Cause everything you did tonight, I swear in every sense you did it right. I'd like to keep this peace in mind. Don't wanna lose myself now in forbidden love. Our heart went so easily tonight. Just get it right. Oh, give me some now, give me some more. Give me some now, give me some more. Give me some now, give me some more. Give me some now, give me some more.
Hi, everybody. What's happening? Happy Sunday to you. We made it through the week. We also, that means, have to make it through the weekend. All good things come to an end, so we've got another 5, 4, 3, however many days ahead of you you've got before the next one. Wishing you well and good tidings wherever you may happen to be. We are Role-Playing Unlimited. Are you with us? There is no are you without you, friends. I am your host, Tragically HP, coming to you live from the 100th Meridian. So happy and grateful that you have chosen to spend part of your Sunday evening here with us in the middle of our zombie apocalypse D&D meets the Southwestern United States adventure. Let's get this rolling. Whoop, whoop. Behold the will-o-wisp. Alright, and let's get into the voice chat. Oh, I'm in the wrong channel. There we go.
100%. I'm so like I looked at that and I looked at
Oh.
Hey, it technically wasn't talking when he joined.
No, I saw the green ring around your.
Shut up.
So I noticed you haven't.
You don't have a say until you get me out of this stupid ass box on the screen.
Oh, you did try to get out. Wonderful. I was wondering if you did in fact give it a go there, because yeah, I thought it was a rather clever trap.
I'm not seeing anything on screen but black.
Darkness and President Babe. Let's see here. That's because
I'm not seeing a lot on screen other than a bunch of bullshit.
I mean, that's our usual amount of shit, so I don't know what you're talking about yet.
Hey, there I am. I was saying to Ballard, I said, you know what it is? It's not actually a trap. It's your spirit guardians that you now have permanently up that tragically decided to give to you. It's a bunch of nihilists that float around you and attack any enemies that come at you.
Hey man, all I'm saying is that I guess Nihilus really liked Yenvir more than he let on, so I mean, he just kind of blessed his son, you know?
Yeah, that's not a bad companion spirit to have there on your side. Get away from my boy!
He blessed
Especially
him.
8 of them.
He blessed him with sleep paralysis demons.
Hey man, all of my spirit guardians go like fucking 20 initiative points before me, so...
Well, welcome back, friends. Thank you kindly to Parker and Aster for your kind reviews there on our Facebook page. They are greatly appreciated. And special welcome to Brad here from the Tuesday table, sitting in as an extra here for tonight's session. Welcome.
Hey.
Brad.
It's Cranium Shredder tonight.
Yes,
Hey
indeed.
Daniel, quick question real quick.
I was wondering who that was.
He has been known for the famous characters Arm Ripper and Skull Crusher, and now Cranium Shredder.
Why does everything end with Shredder now? Daniel, any possibility you have either of those weapons for me from the hype train shit or no?
That's a fair question, and I suppose the answer would be no.
So you want to let me just, like pick at least one?
Well, let me check through the thing here real quick, see how feasible this will be to expedite. And
While
speaking
you
of
check.
which, oh, go ahead.
I was to say, while you check that up, can I ask you my question?
Uh-oh, go ahead.
37.
Right. I'm playing Strahd, but I am playing a fallen angel, and angels do not mix well with, demonic creatures of the night. And so I was wondering what would happen to a demonic, vampire that drank the blood of an angel. Like, what would happen? Would they just die? Would they burst into flames? Would they get really drunk? Like, what's the deal?
I might say it would be, in keeping with 5e mechanics, probably a vulnerability to radiant damage with no possibility of a saving throw, since they're willingly taking it, is how I would quick rule that.
Okay.
Reverse zombie, he bites you and turns into an angel too.
So
you cure
technically,
his vampirism.
right. So technically, they are very rare items, not necessarily weapons. That's what I had to check on. And
Oh yeah, no, I don't care about if it is weapons or not. No,
faux show,
just
faux
items,
show.
yeah.
And just a heads up there, I still have some tweaking to do, and big ups to Westy for pointing this out to me. I had already made a couple of modifications to the level 10 and 11 hype train rewards. For those of you who did not notice, effectively it's extra level ups for the top 5 instead of the top 3.
My screen is currently black for some reason.
Ruh-roh. Yeah, these tokens have no vision for some reason.
I have the screenshot, so I can check real quick for.
No worries, I can just change this over real quick. I don't know why these tokens have no vision. Double vision.
I guess we're just not that creative.
There we go. So yeah, let me link that up.
Or maybe it's because I keep on playing as races with no dark vision.
All right, so let me find
So-
something here for you. I got the DMG in hand. The
Looks
Daniel
like
Master
Tread
Guide.
Lightly got 2
DMG,
level ups.
Yeah, you know me.
And Cowboy got 1, and Mythwolf got 1. That's what it's looking like from the top 5, the 4 and 5 slot.
Oh, that's for level 10 and 11 though. We hit level 9.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, it as it turns out, the difference between hitting level 9 and then level 10 is pretty astronomical. So I figure
Oh yeah.
with that in play, there should be more rewards across just more than the top 3. And then additionally, the magic item rewards, even though there's a legendary that gets rewarded to a random top 3, there should still be very rares awarded to all of the top 5. So
Oh yeah.
a
no,
few
definitely.
modifications that still need to be made.
That reminds me. Do I gain 1 or 2 items, or do
I would
I gain
just
the
like to
second
say,
one at level 10, like the level up?
I just want to say, I just find it hilarious that you have Valley completely surrounded by nihilist tokens.
There's also a dynamic lighting layer there that is translucent, so you can all see through it, as can he, but nobody can get in there to help him, and he can't get out.
I'm just gonna start playing hopscotch on them while I jump on their heads.
Ooh, very rare spell scroll. That'll be a very handy and
Don't you
insulting
dare!
reward.
You said that you would do it to our classes. Fuck off.
It's the special barbarian spell. It's called Cast Iron.
What is your you're playing barbarian, right?
Yes,
The
I
Barbie.
am Soul Eater Barbarian.
So we
yes.
definitely want a magic armor then.
So
Yeah, that
Man-Thong of
totally does something to
invulnerability.
me, yeah.
Apologies here, bear with me on this for just a moment.
All good.
I've never used this. How powerful is it? Let's check.
If it
Give 'em the
seems
wings
like
of
it's
flying.
supposed to be a very rare or above, then give it to me. Not. I don't think he. I don't think he once powered flying, especially with the fucking abilities he has now.
Flying's okay. We got those Belcher zombies that prove quite a nuisance to them.
Speaking of which, I was wondering about the Belcher zombies. My burning hands, can I choose to damage the wasps individually instead of as a swarm?
You have to damage them as a swarm, but the pulling the curtain aside, the swarm only has 1 hit point.
Oh,
It's very much a glass cannon. Like, it can deal, I think, 3d6 damage, but it only has a very low AC. It's slower than your typical zombies, and then it only has the 1 hit point.
Oh, I see a deck again. Now it's in the bottom left instead of the bottom right, and it says 15 on it.
Oh, those are the bad cards that I took out, and they're in my possession.
Oh,
And then also
Also, am I
superfluous.
missing Am I missing something, or did we already run into the vultures? Because I don't remember running into them.
We
I
have
don't
not
think
on this one.
correct. This party has not run into them. Typically, they are brought in once we start seeing flying characters proving to be a nuisance.
Oh, okay. So then I'll be seeing them soon in Tuesday Crew. Gotcha.
Okay.
It's okay as long as the fucking staff agrees with me. We can just fireball them.
Holy smokes! That's pretty
Goodness
cool.
gracious, great balls of fire.
I'm gonna start playing hopscotch on the Nyla's heads again.
Yeah, this is perhaps a bit too OP for this level. It is a legendary item, so that makes sense. Ooh, potions are very rare. Cricket, cricket.
Potions can be handy.
The oil of sharpness is likewise very rare. What the hell is that?
Did you say sharpness or sharkness?
Both.
You open it up and all you hear is da-da, da-da.
We could go with a tome, but that'll take you like 9 months in game to read.
Oh, just give me my own little time.
He's
period.
pregnant with
Like,
knowledge.
jump out of the campaign and read it.
Oh, here we go. These are always solid additions.
Give him a face hugger.
Yes, pet face hugger.
Kind
So
of.
if I have a pet hugger or a face hugger, can I like throw that as a weapon and just like run around with it, eating people's souls?
No. Okay, yeah, I think this will be a good addition to your character, offensively and defensively. Let's go with the Iron Stone of Agility. It is a very rare Iron Stone. It increases your dexterity score by 2, while the deep red sphere orbits your head.
What's in your head?
You said Ion Stone of Agility? Right?
Agility, yeah.
Okay.
Zombies, zombies, zombies.
Then I'm guessing I don't gain the second item until level 10, like the level up.
It may not be that long. I just want to take a little more time sorting through that one here.
Okay, all good.
At least get one in play for right now. And then what's happening, everybody? Thank you for joining us here. We have the Riverside Casino / Crazyass Blake Barrington on hand for you tonight. Let's update that accordingly. It's a long-ass fucking title. Technically, it's what should have happened the last 2 sessions, but a random encounter proved to consume a lot of time and almost killed a couple characters. And
Hooray
back-
for wish spells.
Indeed. Back on our road map here. It is the same world map that Monday and Tuesday crews share. They are up here at the site known as Turtle Cove. There's been a plane crash, there's been a helicopter landing, there are thousands of zombies present, and there's also a mall of the undead that, for right now, at least Monday crew is starting to tackle the clearing of. For Sunday G2, hey, that's us. We have explored a great deal more of the map than have they. They literally started in the field and went right toward the city. You guys started over here on the road, went towards Roswell. Effectively, we're like, no, we're not going to go there. Made it to New Ford, introduced yourselves to a community of people, and have been tasked with finding the community of Laughlin, which should be northwest of our location. And heading in that direction, we instead found Carlsbad, which just geographically does not make sense. So we left that location, instead heading east. Eucor City, or whatever this site with the nuclear smokestacks there, are not an enticing location, so we decided to travel through Truth or Consequences. And that's what consumed the last 2 sessions, as a group of motherfuckers ambushed us, shot us up with assault rifles, dropped one of us to 0 hit points, and in the effect with all of their gunfire, they drew a nice swarm of zombies to the location, adding double trouble to the encounter, so our group was forced to flee. Most of them were already out in the battle van, fleeing from the site, when Ballard and Xavier were fortunately saved by the timely use of a wish spell that was used to simulate a teleport, and now all of our characters are aboard the van again and heading east down this road, where hopefully we will find Laughlin. Or if we keep heading north, maybe we'll eventually coalesce with Monday and Tuesday.
Cruising on a Sunday afternoon.
Nice.
Okay, that's weird. I added the
Common
Ion Stone to my
and
inventory,
English.
and it went from 15 decks to 19 decks.
That's very weird. Yeah, it should just
It's
go.
only supposed to give to 2, so it should be 17. But
Correct.
You got supercharged.
Yeah, if your character is native to the D&D setting, which as a bear folk you should be, common would be the language. If your character is native to the New Mexico side of things, then there's a 162% chance likelihood that your character is human and likely speaking English.
Or Spanish.
Very
I
true,
picked
very true.
English for my preference.
What's that?
I picked English for my language.
You should go with common is what I'm saying if you're playing a bear folk character.
I mean, he could be Smokey the Bear. Only you can prevent forest fires.
That's literally all he can
Josh.
say.
oh, also that reminds me, Dan. Do I automatically attune to this item, or do I have to attune to it later?
You will need to spend an hour attuning to it in game.
Okay, then I'll unmark that. My bad.
I can tell you right now that we are in no danger of a forest fire right now. Most of the forest is underwater.
Yeah, most
gosh.
likely. Yeah.
Out there in the east side there, huh?
Yeah, yeah, it was pretty rough. I'll post some pictures later.
Glad all is
Okay, that's weird. I typed in English for my language and it still popped up common. I give up.
Yeah, it's telling you gotta pick common, man.
That's right.
I gotta say, I haven't really used Facebook all that much, really. Not that
Hey.
much of a social media guy.
No worries at all. We actually had somebody create just a throwaway account just for the review purpose, because yeah, he's not much for social media, but wanted to throw a little support and get his hands into that red card deck as well. One thing to note: if you do post a review, make sure that the review is set to public viewing. Otherwise, I cannot see it.
Is just for Sunday G2 or is it for Tuesday night as well?
It's for all tables, but you actually submitted your review a number of months ago, and thank you again for that.
Let me
We
go
can
create
delete it and make another one.
Let me go create another burner account for it. You know.
Right.
Exactly.
In the event that you do have like a legit second account or something, I certainly welcome the extra reviews, but don't feel obligated to create a bunch of excess bot accounts basically just to drive our numbers. I think we are very healthy where we're at. Thank you.
Oh hell no, I ain't gonna go purposely do it. I just happened to have the second account that I forgot about.
Faux show. Likewise, I've got my personal and then the role-playing unlimited one, and I barely ever use the personal one anymore, so if you look for me on there and friend request me and I don't respond, I used to have a Tragically HP alternate account as well. If you ever reach out to that one and I don't respond, that's why I don't get the messages pretty much here in Discord or on the Facebook Messenger for RU. All right.
So after we got out of that little scrap and I'm back in the van, I'm gonna pull out one of my greater potions of healing and use a full action to drink it.
The man with no tongue, otherwise known as tongue-in-cheek, reaches out and grabs your forearm to prevent such an action. And he kind of looks between you and Jung And somehow, just in that look, conveys all that needs to be said. As Jung looks over and says, "We're probably going to find opportunity for a rest here shortly. You may want to conserve your resources."
All right. I'm just not going to be much help at the way or in the shape I'm in right now if we do encounter any issues.
Yes, we're all pushed to the edge right now, but it has been an hour since our last encounter, and this stretch here does seem a bit quiet. And with that natural 20, the perception and investigation that we have from our driver and co-pilot, yeah, we think just tucking away nicely here up against the mountains, we might find an opportunity for a long rest.
Beautiful. But you did say that we did have an hour on the road. Would that be enough for me to use as a short rest?
It would.
Okay, good. Then I have my spell points or my spell slots back in case we have any issues.
All right.
If we're taking, or no, never mind. I wouldn't have gotten it yet.
Gotcha. Yeah, in the event that we get this long rest without incident, all should be well, and hopefully better tidings tomorrow, as we do see a city with tall, sprawling buildings up ahead in the setting sun. It's actually, the sun has set. We're kind of seeing it in the dark at this point. But it does match up with what we would expect to find in Laughlin. The only real thing is it's supposed to be on the riverfront, but I guess it being in a different location wouldn't necessarily be that surprising in this context of things.
If we do get this long rest off, I'd like to use at least an hour of it to attune to the ion stone.
Definitely.
Okay. If we do find a spot to stop, one of the things that Xavier will do when they get out is he's going to walk out a little bit of a distance, and he's going to start using his one spell, Mold Earth. He's going to basically make a 5-foot trench with the dirt that's pulled out of it as basically a 5-foot addition on our side of it, so that we're barricaded in, and anything that needs or wants to try and get to us would have to actually go down 5 foot, across 5 feet, up 10 feet, across 5 feet, down 5 feet to come to us.
How much space are you able to affect with each casting of that? The main question being, how much time is it going to take to do this?
I can do 5-foot squares each casting, which means in 1 minute I could do a 50-foot long line.
Gotcha. Okay. Easy peasy. And you're not sure what this thing is, or who these people are, or why they're all of a sudden deciding to shape the earth at the place that you have chosen as a temporary reprieve. But for our new Bearfolk guest star for this evening, this is the event upon which our party will meet the new character. And he's kind of tucked away a little bit further there in the valley. He's got a bit more seclusion under some trees. He's got a small fire going. The remnants of his dinner. He actually had his dinner like an hour or so ago, so he's kind of picking his teeth right now, just winding down for the day. When you guys pull up, and he's kind of observing you from like 60 feet or so away. And likewise, it's not that difficult to eventually spot him and kind of smell the lingering cook from his dinner.
So when we stop, I'll hop out of the car and just I'll pat Xavier on the shoulder, and I'll just point backwards and just say, we're not alone here.
Xavier will look up over to where he's pointing out and be like, well, if he tries anything, I'll do my best to help.
Oh, that's not what I'm worried about. I just want to point it out just so we don't get caught.
He nods.
I'm just going to start walking over towards the bear.
you see a giant snake lady. She goes, "Hello, friend," as she sees you in the distance.
Hungry?
Well, us? Maybe. Sure. Let's go check.
Well, come on. I have plenty cooking. If you like honey.
Do I have to help you off of the roof of the car? Because I think we tied you to the roof of the car when we were driving.
Oh, you tied me to the car? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
With bungee straps.
We only had one vehicle as
Yeah.
opposed to the two, so yeah.
I seem to be a bit stuck at the moment. Would you
I'm just
would
gonna
you maybe bring me some?
I'm just gonna jump up on the top of the car and just start pulling you off of the fucking truck.
Just want to double check if Baushi is being quiet or having mic issues. We have not heard a word from you this session so far, I believe.
Oh no, I'm here. I'm doing 1960s things.
Beautiful.
Love is gonna like kind of climb out, look at the bear, and go, "Oh shit, it's fucking Ben," and he's gonna follow.
And for those of you who did not see on the home screen, this is our guest bear folk right here. So fluffy.
Once Xavier gets done doing his barricading around us, he'll also go and join everybody over by the bear folk.
Hey Brad, roll a survival check with your character. Let's see how tasty these vittles are. Wow, with a -1, that is not too shabby. It's it's definitely the best meal you guys have had in days.
I mean, that sounds about on par for Brad's cooking in
Yeah.
D&D games, that is.
I mean, you guys
It's
got
better than dirty sock soup.
You guys got a decent hot meal in New Fort as well, but it was basically just like soup and bread. Like what he's serving out here in the wilds, like has like some thought and consideration behind it. So definitely hitting the spot and the spot
He
next to it.
sauteed the wild mushrooms and shit.
Right,
I will
right.
say it's been a while since I had a decent meal.
Love it. Dude, what's going on? 16 viewers out here in Twitch land. Thank you all so much. Thank you, thank you.
Xavier, when he walks over, will look at the bear, look at the food, and be like, "Thank you for this meal."
I hope you like fish.
Never had a complaint about a good meal. Doesn't matter what it was, as long as it's not unpalatable.
At least it's not snake.
You are going. The very large snake is going to like, kind of glare at you.
I'm just gonna look at you. I'm just gonna look at you, and I'm just gonna be like, please don't start a fight. I really don't want to do anything for a while because of that battle.
Rather not we fight right now after we just got
Wait.
out of a large fight ourselves.
Now, I got a question though for you. Isn't there a difference between like snakes to eat and you? Because like you're 60 feet long and snakes are like no bigger than my forearm. So aren't you two different things, or like you family?
Depends on the creature.
I would very much consider them cousins. Yes.
So it's like Vincent D'Onofrio and Men in Black when Will Smith's like stepping on the cockroaches. Oh, I'm sorry.
God, no.
Was that your uncle?
Yeah, that's basically. That's exactly what we're feeling right now. I'm just like, Cousin Mordecai.
I look at her and say I was trying to be funny, but I'm barely funny.
Would anybody object if I just socked this fucking bear in the face right now for that joke?
I would very much. This guy's funny.
After Xavier gets some of his food and everything else, and everybody's having their social time, he's going to find himself a quiet spot. He's going to sit down with his meal and open up his book and read about green eggs and ham.
Not this shit again.
Green eggs and hamster.
And if tongue-in-cheek or any of the other humans actually are listening, he's trying to sound out the words as best he can.
Tongue-in-cheek kind of chuckles, but he's the only one that elicits any response there.
It's ham, not herm, sweetie.
Well, if you want to help me with sounding these out, that would be fine. I want to try and learn their language so I can speak with them directly.
You've also
Be
got
helpful,
the
yes.
UK version of it, which just adds difficulty because the US version they say herb, but in the UK version it's herb because there's a fucking H in it.
God damn it!
Nice Eddie Izzard right there if y'all didn't catch that. Actually, what's her name now? I forgot that she's trans. I looked that up like last year. I was like,
Cake
oh.
or Death?
What is it?
Cake or Death? I gotta look up the name, but I just said Cake or Death.
Oh,
What's her original name?
Eddie Izzard.
Oh,
He was
I
like
didn't know.
super hilarious UK comedian, but yeah, he did trans like within the last few years, I believe.
Cool. I didn't know.
Yes, indeed. Okay, I'm trying to find.
Eddie Izzard now goes by Susie Izzard.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, if you never looked up the quote about or the skit that Eddie Izzard did with Darth Vader in the cafeteria on board the Death Star, it's a rambler, but it's fucking hilarious.
I may have to look that up.
Yeah.
I liked the one where they did comedians and they actually dubbed it with the Naruto anime. It was funny.
So, who's got our best passive perception here? I'm sorry.
I got an 11.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, Love like kind of turns to him and goes, "Well, I'm not leaving the fires, so how about you come over here and I'll help you sound it out, okay, sweetheart?"
All right. He'll get up and he'll come over to the fire.
My
And
passive
between like
perception's
bites,
13.
Love will absolutely help him sound out like each word individually.
Excellent.
Blaze, I don't think it's possible for you to have a 1 passive perception. You might have a +1 to it, which would give you a total of 11.
Right.
Yeah.
More than likely. 17. Well, okay.
Nah,
I
he needs
respect with
glasses and he's not
wisdom
wearing his
being my other
glasses right now.
18
That's
stat, so.
Bears are known to be nearsighted.
Wait,
Or is it
fuck, where's the
farsighted?
passive perception on roll 20?
It should be at the
Right
bottom
below
of
the-
your skills.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, 15 for me.
Oh, 15, also good enough to pass. So 2 of you here will spot this person approaching your campsite and observing from the nearby bushes.
Is he outside of the, or are they outside of the stone wall that, Xavier created?
They are
Ooh,
not,
so
but
pretty.
only because that wall was created at your guys' campsite, and right now you guys are over kind of by, what the fuck, Cranium Shredder's campsite right now. So she, like,
Okay,
kind of
yeah.
seems to have approached, like, from the mountains themselves, like she wouldn't have come from that angle.
Is her name April O'Neil?
Maybe.
Because, you know, there's the Shredder, April O'Neil, and then we need 4 turtles.
Or if her
Can I
name was
marry her?
Goldie Lux. 'Cause
We
I'm a
did
bear.
have 4 turtles in the original Coalescence campaign, which was pretty awesome. One of them actually named himself Mikey, so then we were just like, now we need a rat folk character to mentor them.
I'm just gonna look over at the bush, and I'm just look back at the group and I'm just gonna say, any of you guys see that?
Yep. I'm going to have a ready to
See
action
what?
in case the person is aggressive.
Hey, Ben.
I can smell them, but I can't
it-
see them.
Y'all got? Is there a little bit extra food for her?
For those of
Can we
you who
spare a
can,
plate?
for those of you who can hear her, she perks up with excitement at overhearing that comment.
So she speaks common if she understood it.
Yeah.
Does she now? Because this guy also speaks English.
Yeah, but he's talking to somebody else who only speaks common, so I figured he'd say it in common.
My mistake then.
I was gonna say he does have a point there.
The joys of multiple languages.
I'm just gonna stand up and start walking towards the bushes and just say, you don't have to hide. We all know you're here.
I can
Hey,
just look up and say, I
hey,
can
let the
smell you.
person who speaks their language, come sit down before you scare her, okay? And he's gonna like switch between English and common.
I say in Comlish, are you hungry?
Comlish.
Comlish or Ingmon.
The bear folk stands up, looks at her, and goes, "Only you can prevent forest fires."
She probably looks at me and says, but dude, you have a fire.
So I'm sorry, what did Levlar approach her with?
He's just calling out in English, English and common, to like slow down, so that she's not getting scared. So
Gotcha, so you're not necessarily addressing her directly then?
no, yeah, I'm just letting her know that I speak English.
Okay. Well, upon that, she will step out of cover, because obviously she's been spotted, and in addition to the Furbolg, there are a couple humans here who seem to match up with what she would be used to seeing, so she just cautiously steps out, has no visible weapons on her character, arms are held up passively. Hello? I'm Lucy.
You're beautiful.
I
Hello,
just
Lucy.
Just
I
look
do
back
not
at
eat green
Levlar.
eggs and ham.
If you're hungry, come join us, but please put the arms back down.
Before I rip them
Love
off.
kind of like Love stands up with his food and walks over to Lucy, and in English he goes, "Very nice to meet you. Here, have mine." As he hands over his plate to her.
Oh man.
We're just traveling through. Do you have a camp nearby?
I used to. It was overrun a few days ago. I think it's just me now.
Overrun by undead.
Well,
Yes.
now that's mighty stressful. Hey, Jung, sweetheart, can we spare another?
Who are we speaking to here?
Jung.
Yoon kind of eyeballs her.
And he goes, "You kind of owe me like 2 for saving your life." And he gives her like little puppy dog eyes.
Yoon cracks
Just
a smile.
gonna- I'm just gonna
that's more
start
than
rolling
fair.
my eyes.
Can I check them for any bite marks whatsoever?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I was about to ask
I was hoping that wasn't your natural one that was rolled there.
Nah, it's Mr.
Yeah, go ahead and
Blaze.
roll a medicine check in that respect. And she is the definition of voracious right now after she answers that brief question and has the food in her hand.
Ooh.
Yowie wowie. Yeah, if anything, she would appear to be exhausted, dehydrated, possibly malnourished, but as far as actual injuries, she appears to be clean.
I have a real quick question. In the zombie movies that I would know from my time on Earth, would I know necessarily like whether or not if someone has been bitten, they would not eat normal human food? Can I kind of run under that assumption?
It's fair enough because they'd probably be too sick to want to eat anything. If anything, they might just be thirsty.
Okay,
Well-
okay. I'm picking things up. Continue on. My apologies.
Oh, good.
How did she respond when I offered her some honey glazed salmon?
She will snatch that up as well. I'm assuming that this will be her second plate since she was given one already by Levlar here. Young does ask her a few questions in English as far as like, what can you contribute to our community? And tell us about your former community. How is it that you're the only one that survived? And Lucy's response is that she's not very much for combat. She was more of a scout or errand girl, as the former community called it. She would go into communities with other people who were combatants, and while they were busy clearing the undead, she and a few others who were quick and capable would get into buildings and clear out anything of use. And it was those skills that allowed her likewise to escape from the community when it was overrun, because she wasn't trying to fight off anything.
I'm surprised they didn't ask me why I'm alone out here in the woods.
Oh, you're a side
You just
character
had
by
really
now.
good food.
Right? You had your own
Yeah, we
established
were more
campsite.
concerned about your food.
You just convinced us with your good food and whatnot.
I was with another community of bears, but they got upset that I wouldn't wear pants because I always walk around bare ass.
It's one of the original
He didn't.
studio critiques.
Wow, really
of-
bearing your life story to us. I'm sorry.
One of the original studio critiques of Star Wars was that Chewbacca had no pants on. They're like, what? The Wookiee has no pants, of all the things to be upset about.
He wasn't wearing a shirt either. I mean, what's the problem?
He's had that freaking baldric.
It's like when people fucking got mad at Niantic when they started fucking putting fucking clothes on Pokemon.
Oh, jeez. So long rest can be achieved. Any additional RP that we want to do here. This was the random encounter for the night, and thankfully it were a non-combat one, and potentially another NPC to add to the community.
Well, basically Xavier stays up all night reading his book, getting better at it, and as people take their watch, he'll just be up there to keep them company.
I wake up every so often to like peer over Xavier's shoulder and just try to like sound it out in my head and shit.
I am going to.
No, you're not, because you didn't say anything.
Sorry. Sorry. I pressed the button and my finger slipped off the button is all. I'm gonna like progressively I try to talk to Lucy. And obviously there's no communication available. But yes. I hang out with I hang out with Lovelar some, and I'm like trying to scribble things onto onto whatever he's doing.
Very cool.
Yeah, no, he's gonna fully 100% promise to like help her learn to write it down, so that she can give notes to all the pretty ladies herself. Absolutely wingmanning for him.
by morning time, I imagine she's gonna have this like horribly like 3-year-old scrawl saying "pretty."
Oh, 100%.
So
Hey,
now
yo,
that you've
man,
mastered
can you like?
Green Eggs and Ham, your second book will be by Stephen King.
Yeah,
Is
that's a
it-
huge jump.
It's gonna be War and Peace.
Can we have just like? Can we just have like Lavar like teach the entire group how to speak English?
Assuming that they want to be part of that.
Do they?
Sure, I wouldn't mind, honestly.
So the only real difference for that is that Xavier doesn't need to sleep like you guys do.
Yeah.
So he has 8 extra hours each night to be able to read and study. So if you can get him a thesaurus or a dictionary, that would probably help too.
Or learn by Green Eggs and Ham.
Oh, he's got that one mastered.
Now we'll give you Go Dog Go.
That was a good one.
Yes.
No, one fish, two fish, man.
Yes, yes.
I could just imagine Rolla just having an entire collection of the Dr. Seuss books.
Cat in the Hat. Gotta.
Do
I
you
like the Your
Bran,
Childhood Ruined
Ham,
versions better.
and
Balshi, I
Eggs.
like that you said y'all are gonna be Southern, and I'm sitting here in my head, I'm like, gonna be?
Brother, my family's from Tennessee. I don't fucking care.
I
if I'm
do, mine
Southern.
too!
My family
The
is
only
a
way-
coalescence of Hawaii and Alabama, so I call myself the Samoan redneck.
French, native,
like
and
that.
Scottish here.
Okay, I'm in Georgia. I'm
Yeah,
corn-fed and
apparently
biscuits
we're
and
the
gravy
Southern
in my blood.
coalescence here.
That's why you'll interchangeably hear me go from California to fucking Kentucky shit.
California.
Giving change to the homeless.
If you've ever seen the movie Deliverance, that's exactly
I
what
was
I
just thinking.
No, I mean that neck of the woods, literally.
Boy, you sure do got a purty mouth.
God,
I'm
I
gonna
hate
make
that.
you squeal like a pig.
Oh, God. I always go back to an old Jeff Foxworthy skit when the Olympics were in Atlanta back in the late 90s, and he's like, they ain't even thought about it yet, but the river where they're doing the kayak racing is the same river they filmed Deliverance at. If Ned Beatty couldn't make it down that thing, a Frenchman in a pair of bicycle shorts ain't got a chance.
So Bauchi, was that a yes that Lavar would be down to teach the rest of the group English?
Absolutely 100%.
Alright, cool.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
I just tried to teach everyone the English poem, Fuzzy Wuzzy.
Well,
No,
once
I
we
think
get
that-
some
I think
significant
that-
downtime, we will definitely have a good path to getting the English language barrier out of the way here.
Brad, I think Fuzzy Wuzzy is just your race's like war cry. It's probably like how it's gonna happen.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
That's what he says when he goes into Barbarian Rage. Fuzzy was out!
Now I gotta go on.
I'm not fuzzy!
Now I gotta
could
go on
just
my
imagine.
soundboard and create a fucking soundbite for that shit.
I could just imagine Xavier learning English, but all he knows is like nursery rhymes and stuff, so he's walking around like Sam I am, and she sells seashells by the seashore.
But he learns the
Man,
Andrew Dice
master
Clay
of
version of the,
seashells.
of the
If
children's
he can
rhymes.
master that one, he speaks better English than I do.
I do not like Grant, Ebbs, and Sam I man.
The funny part is, though,
Am I saying
reading
it right?
he reads it perfect. He can understand everything that it says. It's just sounding it out in the way that's not common.
Well, shall we make the final push the next morning into Laughlin? What say you?
Definitely, let's go.
Yes.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
before we do, I need to know Lucy's response when I give her a piece of paper with the word pretty scrawled on it in very,
God.
very horrible
Does it have a question mark or is it just the word pretty?
It's just the word pretty, and I hand it to her, and I've got like these big puppy dog eyes as I look between the paper and her back and forth, really excited.
As the giant snake lady smiles with her wide eyes and the fangs
Yeah,
showing.
the creepy teeth.
Well,
Just-
Laura is such a proud mom.
I'm
I
gonna
do have
wait.
a question before we head out about my character.
1 second on that, Brad. Parker, give me a persuasion check, please, and then go ahead, Brad.
So I picked fighter as requested, but it doesn't seem to have any unarmed like punch or any claws or anything. I
want to give
didn't
the
know if
help
I did
action.
something wrong.
Correct. That typically would not come with a fighter by default.
Yeah, no, fighters don't get that. You might be thinking of the. I believe there's
Unless
an
you take
unarmed
the
fighting
fighting style, unarmed fighting.
Yeah.
Right. The
Yeah.
bear folk comes with
Okay.
a bite attack by default, which is in your attack
Yeah.
block, and then you also
I
have
mean,
this
what the
bear.
hell?
You also have this bear hug action, which you can use.
Oh,
Do
okay.
they not get natural
Bear
claws?
hugs.
I was like a fighter that doesn't know how to fight. Cool, got it.
Nope, they do not have natural claws. They got a bite attack,
That's
they
odd
got
to
a
me.
hug
Yeah.
attack, and they got a thick coat right here. So I imagine it was more for balancing purposes because you give them
enough, yeah.
four things like that. Just be glad you're not in previous editions. Every good thing like that came with its equal counterpart that was negative. It was 4th edition that finally started the no, not every positive has to have a negative.
Well, I mean, in Brad's case, the bite attack comes with a negative with him forgetting he's biting zombies, but you know.
Yeah, yep. That's always
You'd
fun.
think I'd learn with Tuesday night, but I did not.
It's zombie time. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Well, let's get something going here.
Wait, and I would like to give the help action to Tamashi for that persuasion check.
So
I'm
they
like
would get a fall.
cheering her on in the background.
Your help action gives her the 5, man.
It's better than the 4 that he rolled.
Oh, what happened to the map?
I don't know. I can't see shit.
I was thinking that too. Everything went away. I was like, oh.
There
It
we
did
go.
not go away
Oh,
from
there it
me. I
is.
could still see me.
There
And
we go.
Laughlin.
Quick,
and
I'm gonna
Fort
take a
Dennisburg.
screenshot of the entire map so I can know
Yeah,
where everything is.
look, there's everything.
Ulato.
There we go.
I ain't taking no screenshot. I don't like fucking.
Oh,
doing
it took the
that
whole
crap.
thing. How about that? Interesting.
Yeah, it got rid of the fog of war, but I ain't taking no screenshot. I don't like fucking
What
revealing
the
shit that's
fuck?
not supposed to be revealed. So
Oh, goodness. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. Yeah, no biggie. Turn that back on. Hey, how about that? It kept the original as revealed.
okay, good. I don't want to be
Yay.
like cheating and seeing.
Well,
shit I'm
some
not
of those
supposed to.
off maps areas too, like I haven't coalesced, so that's what they originally appear to be. That might not necessarily be as they are now. That's why it's not such a big
Okay,
deal.
fair enough.
But
Fair
but
enough.
by the other hand, whatever you guys saw over here on the western front, that is definitely as is. So if you caught a glimpse of that, you did catch a little spoiler. Otherwise, no harm, no foul.
I caught a glimpse, but being like foolproof, 100% honest, I don't remember it anymore. So
Well, let's check how the dynamic lighting is holding up here. Here we go. Oh, I forgot to resize your guys' vehicles, so it's like you guys rolled in on the micro machine.
hey man, we shrank down and got Ant-Man to shrink us all down with the car, and we're cruising in a toy car, man.
I'm thinking something like this will probably be more appropriate, pretty close size to that other vehicle parked there to the south, which definitely has some signs of age and wear and tear, but otherwise might be an intact vehicle. This bus, on the other hand, is just windows are all busted out. The top of it, from what you can see, is just like torn apart as if something from the inside burst out. You almost imagine it had to be like a giant zombie or something. And
That's good,
there's,
because it looked like human torsos on top of it to me.
There is also a bicycle with flat tires parked over here. And otherwise, the entrance to the casino appears to be boarded shut from the outside. There is no sign that anybody is currently using this place as a residence of any type. This opening right down here Don't spend too much time on that. Actually, depending on your character's movement, because that is it's like 20 feet high from the ground level.
20 feet high,
Can
you
can
say?
can, can
So
I
this
can
is
I
your,
like climb up to it?
It's a pretty smooth surface. There is a likewise elevation just up the front steps here to the front door, but this right here would be more the ground level, whereas this structure to the south, you imagine based on the look of it from the outside, is the hotel.
Well, do we want to try to get to that bottom one? Because, Xavier, I'm pretty sure you could probably try to push me up as I jump.
Well, we're gonna
Yeah,
park
I
right,
could do that.
I'm gonna park right here, and everybody go ahead, drag, drop your token to the map next
I
to
could try to follow you
the
up,
vessel.
but my strength's kind of ugh.
You could just stand on my shoulders. I mean, I'm already like 9 feet tall.
It is a pretty thick casino window as well, not your typical residential window that'll break with a baseball. This one might
Hey,
take a little force
what's-
to get through if we want to ascend and go through the hotel.
I mean,
Well,
I can do
question.
either. I can just break either, or try to. That is, but
Right.
My-
It's
my
unlikely
first-
you guys will be stymied by a window. Just letting you know, it's a strengthened window.
oh yeah, no, I totally get it. Yeah, you're all
Well,
good.
my first concern is the fact that it's boarded up from the outside, which usually means that there's something they're trying to keep in.
Let's keep everybody's tokens next to the battle van here. Everybody just drag and drop your tokens right next to it. And
I
then you'll
picked the
have-
wrong battle van.
Where? Where
Yeah.
are they?
They are
Over
right
here.
up here. Is where we parked.
No, I mean the tokens. I don't know where the tokens are.
Oh, instead
in
of
the journal.
opening your character sheet,
Yeah.
just drag your name to that spot on the tabletop, and it'll deposit
Mhm.
your token right there.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, handy little
Oh,
shortcut.
that's so smart.
Love it.
Quick
Little trick of
question.
easy peasy.
What's happening there?
What's the name of the casino?
The Riverside
Yeah.
Casino.
Just drag my token.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah, right next to the battle van there somewhere.
I was gonna say you got to drag your name because I tried
Exactly.
dragging the little face and it didn't work.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Instead of clicking your character sheet to open it, just drag the name over.
There we go.
Beautiful. And then I have NPCs. So let's get Jung. That's not Jung.
I was gonna say that's an interesting face for you.
Damn, I guess her stuff did not link up. Let's go back to the outpost.
She's become a shadowy, unknown creature.
There we go. Okay. Let me just link these up to the tokens. Yeah, at least these default tokens are a little better than the original, like, blank Facebook profile pictures you used to get.
Right?
Shape, humanoid.
Vaguely.
Yes. Head and shoulders. And that's it. Okay.
Humanoid,
there's tongue in
derogatory.
cheek. Yes,
Humanoid
her,
with quotations.
her response to receiving the letter is seemingly one of shock, and she seems to want to be on the other side of the van. And that's kind of a difficult task, considering the close quarters that we're in for the drive here. Not the
That
best
other horseless
persuasion
carriage
check.
in the parking lot looks functional.
Nice. Alright, there's tongue-in-cheek. There's Jung. There's Marco, who did not come with us for this, so see ya! Wait a minute, old James? Old James? I don't even know no old James. Gone!
Name's Rick James, bitch.
And then Lucy. Where's Lucy? Where's Lucy?
Hey Lucy, you got some splaining to do.
Oh, yes. She needs her own character sheet here.
Why are you on top of the bush?
Because whenever he was done doing character moving tokens and stuff, I was going to go explore the bus.
Oh.
And I knew I'd forget if I didn't move my character.
Alright.
I was just looking up the jump rules again, and then I come
She's
back
so
and somebody's
tiny.
on the bus.
Yeah, she is.
She's so little.
I didn't mention she was a little person, did I?
Wait for me, I have little legs.
There we go. Joke's on you, she's a monk, so she has faster than most of you. So as soon as the giant snake goes towards the bus, there is a motion and commotion on the bus as the doors open up here on the side. And dude comes running out. Oh god, please no! No!
I just looked directly at Levelar. I'm like,
No!
just point.
Don't do it, bro! Don't do it!
Whoa!
Hey. And he's gonna start
Whoa,
like
chill. Calm down. Calm down.
He's gonna start like whistling and going like, "Hey, it's okay. English speak. You got an English speaker right here. Don't worry. She's with me.
What the hell are you, man? I'll cut you. He grabs out a rather rusted machete and just kind of starts slashing wildly at the air in front of him.
Lovelar's gonna like kind of hold his hands up and like stick low to the ground, and he's gonna go, don't worry, not here to hurt you. We see that we were sent here by a human camp to help them out. So I'm sure we can come to a peaceful resolution where no one gets hurt.
He steps
Okay.
He steps over towards the other humans in the group, seemingly more comfortable with them than the bear person, the bird person, and the snake person. What the hell? Who's moving my bus? Wow, that's funny. It's still holding on from the old Agent Orange days. This is a map we used in 2019 for the Agent Orange
Oh wait, we
campaign.
have control over it. Okay,
And
cool.
yes,
I'm sorry, I accidentally clicked on the bus and I moved it, and I was trying to move it back, but it kept on jumping too far one way or too far the other, and I'm like, no.
that's funny.
I also like that the things on the top of the bus didn't move at all when you moved the bus.
That's
That
right.
was weird.
Those are the things that look like torsos.
Exactly.
Yeah, I want. That's what I'm. While you guys are, I'm
They're
exploring
dogs.
what these. Oh, then I am
Yeah.
on top of the bus with a bunch of dogs. Okay.
Yeah, they're not actually here. They were here in that campaign. The
When
group
he
did
popped it
have
up, that looked
a.
like a human with a big
The
butt.
group did have a dog who then had a litter of puppies, so they had a group of Rottweilers in their party as well. And the bus
I like
was their
big pups, and I cannot lie.
the bus was their sanctuary.
Okay, so now I'm devastated, and I'm gonna go and remove my good review because I need puppies.
I don't know. They're hard to keep intact in this game. We have one dog on the Monday night crew who thankfully they've kept alive so far, but they are not the easiest to keep around.
Hey,
I know the trick to it,
Tuesday
you know?
crew
Poor
still kept
the
theirs
poor
alive.
dogs.
Hey,
I-
it's not
I know-
just a dog. We also have a horse on the Tuesday night crew kept in a book bag.
Exactly.
I know the trick to keeping the dogs alive. You make them non-combatants.
That's true.
That's what Tuesday crew did.
That's exactly correct. Keep them out of the combat scenes, and then they are fair game to enjoy narratively, but they cannot assist you in your time of need.
So the dude just came running out of the bus, which obviously would be his home. And Tabashi just decides, oh, I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I am like, he ran out, and so I'm poking my head in.
Yeah, it's just filled with his wardrobe that all are dirty and scattered over the seats of the bus. There are a few sparse cans of food that are yet unopened, but otherwise just dozens of empty opened cans all over the place. And the bus has a particular foul odor, as one would get when a person just stays in there for weeks on end and never leaves and doesn't bathe.
I'm just gonna
So-
walk over to Lovelar and I'm just gonna
Lovely.
ask him to ask. Hey, try to ask him if he knows what's going on inside the casino right now.
When he came running out, waving around the knife or whatever it was, I cast Ein's Molten Shard on myself so that I have the magical shards that are floating around me.
I would also have the ion stone floating around my head at this point as well.
Oh, can't step
Is this
over
what
the
y'all
fence.
do when y'all meet something unfamiliar?
I had that
throw out
going before we.
weapons?
I had that going
Well-
before we even left the fucking camp.
One, it's not a weapon, and two, he's swinging a weapon around, so I'm protecting myself.
He's
Are you-
scared. And Lovelar is gonna like walk over to them, and look between like Jung and the new guy, and just kind of go, "Well, like, we're meeting humans. What do we do with them?"
Not
And
gonna
all of a
lie.
sudden, the
you don't-
dude shanks him.
I didn't try to attack him. I just wanted to see what the big yellow machine is.
Well, Tongue-in-cheek has no response, of course, so he looks to Jung for any conversation, while Lucy just kind of leans up against the bus and retrieves one of a precious dwindling number of cigarettes from her inventory, which is also a precious diminishing resource. And she lights it up while Jung begins asking this guy in English if he is part of the group that called this place home, if he is aware of what's going on here. And his response is rather erratic and frantic. In short, yeah, man, I was part of those people, but they gone. Like the place overrun. They all dead. The living dead. They're inside. They got everything, all the supplies, all the stuff that we had. It's in there. We ordered it up, and we hit the road. Except we was not me. We was they, and they is there, and me is here. And I don't know. I want the knife. I don't know how long I've been here, or what happened. Because last time I tried to go out, the place is just different, and everything's different, and there's different people, and now there's bear people and snake ladies, and I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen here. I just know that if you here to like barter or loot, like just go elsewhere, because they're nothing here.
I just yell over to Lovelar and I'm like, so what's the consensus? Should I break down this door or not?
Wait a second. 1 second. 1 second. And can I roll like a
Insight?
medicine check to
Oh,
like
goodness.
try and calm him down?
You may.
Cool.
He seems that perhaps one of those cigarettes would calm him down a little bit.
You know what? Fair. Love is gonna kind of like motion to Lucy to like let him bum a cigarette real quick. Like, hey, can you help us out here? He's a little stressed.
She kind of scoffs at that, and she's like, yeah, ain't we fucking all? And she steps over and opens the pack and kind of flicks one out towards him, and he greedily snatches it up and inhales half of it in a single drag as he keeps looking around. So what the fuck are you all doing here? Why do you want to be here? This place is not suitable for people.
Well, it's
Is it
obvious we're not
overrun?
people,
Did something
right?
else happen?
What happened exactly?
Um, was you not listening to what I just said? Because it was a lot, but like it's what happened.
As in,
Got me there. Fuck.
I would not eat them in a house.
Yeah, like the undead.
Listen, you're talking.
They everywhere, inside of that place, inside of the casino. All the supplies, it's all gone.
Okay.
I'm just kind of stuck here trying to like I don't even know what like just keep breathing.
Of course. Now, we need to get in there, okay? Is there a place that's not exactly boarded up? I promise we're gonna leave you alone. We just need to find a way to get in there.
Well, I mean the front door is gonna be your best chance at that. There's stairwells that going through the back door on the other side of the casino, but that's all boarded up too.
Okay. And he's gonna kind of like motion to Jung and tongue in cheek, so he can like kind of translate that entire conversation back to everyone else.
Well, my thought is right now, we should see if we can see inside. If we can get to a spot where we can actually see... Okay, shift is not going to work as a talk thing.
No, it's working.
One sec. Yeah, I know, but it went on me when I was holding it for too long.
All right.
I mean,
I'll
getting
cast
in
Dancing
through
Light
the
if it's too
boards.
dark.
Getting in through the boards isn't probably gonna be a fucking problem if I can get close enough to actually break them. But
Jung will.
What if that
continue-
makes
Right.
noise though?
He said it's overrun by zombies, right? What we
either
doing?
way, we're going to have to be able to get in by breaking something. There's no shot we're gonna be able to get past without breaking something to get in.
What I'm thinking is we want to make it so that it is limited on how many of those can get out if we have to do that.
Oh no,
or
definitely,
access
yeah,
us.
definitely.
For example, if we were to go through the front doors, we want to block it so that they can't get out and they would have to funnel through one at a time.
It's fine with me. I can break it and stand in the doorway until we're ready to go in.
Or we could all stand to the
Like, clear
side of
shot,
the
I'm good
doors,
that way.
open the doors, and I'll bite that dude from the bus on his ass so he'll scream and make lots of noise, and all the zombies will come out after him. We'll just go on in.
That doesn't sound very nice.
Yeah, let's not throw somebody under the bus quite literally.
Let's use telekinesis and throw the bus through the casino, and then just have a fucking free for all.
Bro, we ain't Magneto out here. We're not at that level yet.
Not sure anyone can do it right now, honestly.
I might be able to pick up like it by the back wheel, but it's not going more than like 2 feet off the ground.
Well, Jung has been conversing with this guy here while you're continuing to discuss strategy, and she just kind of looks over and she says, "So, Blake is telling me that there's nobody left alive inside of there, and our mission is to find the fuel maker. If he's not in there, I suppose, are you thinking that we might find resources to that effect, perhaps left behind?"
That, and we don't really want more of these things running around as much as we could try to help it.
Oh, I see.
Whoops,
We
sorry,
could just
ignore
get
that.
back on the party wagon.
Oh god, now she's a giant plant. Kill it!
No, I did. I didn't mean to click that. I was trying to read. I meant to read what it did. I didn't mean to put it in chat.
Oh wow, very cool.
Besides, I just want to eat more souls, that's all.
There you go.
He could have left like notes or something, couldn't he have? There could be some trace of him still behind there.
It could be. It just seems
Okay.
that the risk is a bit higher now, so we'll definitely all have to be on our best here.
I'm gonna rush back suddenly, very quickly, over to everyone over. I have an idea.
Okay.
Do
Oh,
these
sweet
creatures
Jesus.
just suddenly right there? Do these creatures? Do they only eat people, or do they eat critters too?
The humans, after getting the translation, look at each other. We've seen them go after pretty much anything living.
But like, would it be in there? Would it be a useful expenditure of energy if they went out? Like, would they go after like a mouse or a bird or something?
Something
where you
that
going
small,
with this?
unlikely.
Good deal. Okay, so I heard you guys talking about maybe notes. I also like how they're moving around down there. That's funny. I heard you guys talking about maybe notes. I was thinking, since I can, become a creature, I can go look.
Oh, Okay.
You're like me, yes? You can become a creature too, yes? She's like tapping Lovelar again.
You can transform?
I
This
mean
is
that's
a great trip.
that's what druids are naturally capable of. They have the capabilities of transferring into animals.
Oh yeah. And he's like kind of like looking at you two, like with like really like a blank expression, like he has no clue what's happening. But he just kind of goes like, yeah. So like turn into something like find an opening, because I don't really feel comfortable with you going alone.
Exactly. Get really small so they won't eat us or try to bite us, and then we go look for the important things. And
Oh,
you
you're
can
saying
leave-
us? Oh no, I can't do that. I'm more of the snap, sparkle, boom.
Oh, well, um, well, I can still go look and maybe bring you back anything that has fancy writing on it, right?
Love is gonna kind of like look between everyone, like.
What happened?
Yeah, you just cut out. I was just waiting to.
Oh, I cut out? Fuck, I'm sorry.
You were like, I'm
You're
gonna
good,
look
you're
at
good.
people like, and then you were done.
Just like that.
Oh, it's like I don't really want you to go alone. And he's gonna look between everyone and like kind of ask for their opinion.
Can anyone else become small and inedible?
Unfortunately, me being a sorcerer, I did not have the ability of transforming into a small animal.
Me and Xavier are just down at the bottom of the map, out of earshot of everything.
Well, we are right at our halftime here, friends, so feel free to continue strategizing how you want to approach this, but I'm going to send us to BRB for a few minutes, and we will catch up with you shortly, friends. Are you with us?
If you are trying to
Have
talk,
I been
then
silent this
no.
entire time that I've been talking?
Oh yeah, I thought I
Yeah,
didn't
we
know you were
couldn't hear
talking.
you at all.
Yeah.
Oh my god, okay. I've been talking about different things as we've gone along here. So just to clarify things, I went over with Xavier or Ballard on the one side there up at the doors and kind of peeked around. Then I
Mhm.
said to Ballard, I said, do you want to try getting up onto that ledge? And positioned myself and said, Ballard, do you want to try to do the jump? And I'll give you a little push. And I
I'm
was
down
wondering
to
why
do-
everyone just kept on talking over me.
I'm down to do that. Yeah, no, I didn't hear you say that before. Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's the stupid Discord keeps doing this.
Since we're on our break, I'm gonna run to the
Yeah.
restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, all good. Because I was looking at the jumping rules, and so for a high jump, if you
It's-
move at least 10 feet before you take a high jump, you can jump equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. If you just do a flat-footed high jump, it's half of that.
Yep.
And then same thing for long jump. If you take 10 feet before, it is
Your
you can jump a
strength
number
score.
equal to your strength score, and then if you do a long jump without moving 10 feet, it's half of that.
Right. So
Yeah.
that also includes your height for how far you can reach. So how tall is your character?
I never really set one. Let me look up how the average height of a Simic hybrid real quick just to make it fair, because I never actually set one.
Because I know with Xavier, when he does his jumps, if he does a high jump, he can get the 2 feet because he's got a -1 to his strength mod.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick.
Plus he pushes himself 5 feet, so that gives him 7 feet. Plus he's 6 foot something, so that gives him about 13 feet that he can reach.
Okay, Simic hybrids base average height is just whatever they were created out of, and I've been saying numerous times that my character is an elf, so he's probably like 6'3".
All right, so 6'3 plus 3 plus what's your strength modifier?
Strength modifier is 4.
So 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 3 is 13, plus 5 if I push you would put you at 17 feet. You'd be just shy of being able to make it up there.
With me being 9 foot tall, what if I throw her up there?
If you throw her up there,
Him. If I throw him up there, you know?
what's your strength mod to be able to throw? Because I don't know if you'd be able to get it that far. He's a pretty big guy.
I
Yeah.
figure with
I am
him
the
jumping
biggest-
and me throwing.
Aside from the Naga, I am the biggest in the group, so
Yeah, typically throwing other characters is not an option unless you're a giant and they're a gnome. Like, weapons are designed to be
Yeah.
thrown, and they have like a 10 to 20 foot range before you start looking at disadvantage, so... Yeah.
I have another way we can get up there.
well, my only thing is I would be 3 feet shy with the plan we already had. Would I not be able to use my climbing speed to get up at least that last 3 feet?
That would be up to the DM.
That's more of a question that I was asking you.
Well, does a climbing speed give you the ability to climb any vertical surface, or does it just mean that if it's a climbable surface, you don't suffer the disadvantage to your speed like anybody normally would? 'Cause
Give me
that's an
one
important
second.
distinction.
Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can look it up and see.
Right. If it makes you Spider-Man, then abso-fucking-lutely, you can just cling to the side of this casino, but it's not a wall that's really designed to be climbed, obviously, and despite the wear and tear of time, it doesn't have, like, divots for, like, holding on to and getting a foot inside of either.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
Spider-Pig, Spider-Pig, do whatever Spider-Pig does.
Okay, this is what
Yeah, and it's right
the
from a web.
roll 20 has
No,
when I
guess
look it up. It's the same place I'm getting the jumping rules
Here's
from.
the spider pig.
That's what it says about the climbing, swimming, and crawling speed. It basically just says DM fucking.
So it says that to
Discretion,
do it,
yeah.
you might have to do a successful strength athletics check.
Yeah. Because the ability that's giving me the climb speed is this.
Sure. Yeah, so what I'm hearing from that is the any surface can be climbable with the right DC. Like, yeah, you want to climb up that smooth steel building? Good luck beating the 40 DC kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, no,
And
that's
then
fair
assuming
enough.
you do,
I'll get
then,
you.
yeah. Of course, we're not talking about a smooth steel building here. Like the Riverside is pretty old. It's like a concrete brick building.
It's
It's been around
basically
there since like the 70s or 80s, I think.
Basically, like the description said, it's like very few handholds.
I have an idea.
Exactly.
Is
So
this-
it'll be like a high athletics check, but not
That's fine.
impossible.
Yeah.
So,
That's
yeah.
fine with me as long
You
as
can
it's
certainly
possible.
attempt
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Is this here like a lawn?
It's like dead dirt at this point. Like there used to be grass there.
Perfect. I use my mold earth to move a bunch of pieces of dirt to make a running track for him that's already 5 foot up. Basically from here to here.
Okay.
And that way he has himself enough space to make his 10-foot run, make his jump, and then when he makes his jump, he'll be able to do, what was it we counted, 13 feet plus my push for another 5 feet, which would give you 17, and you would be up on that with the 5-foot elevation.
Also, question: is there like spot to stand in between this and the glass, or is it just straight up the glass right there?
There's like the narrowest of ledges.
All right, cool. I want to try to like Leroy Jenkins my way like through the glass and like body slam the glass.
That could be a bad thing because it opens up a space for the zombies to come out.
I mean, I can try to land on it, but I presume I gotta make an acrobatics to stay on that fucking ledge.
Correct. Or dexterity save. One or
Yes,
the other could be
something
applicable.
like that. Yeah. I prefer the acrobatics because I don't have proficiency in dexterity saves for whatever reason.
Dexterity save it is.
Hell no, you gave me the option.
I didn't give you an option. I was saying that it could go either way.
Hey, you said one or the other. That's an option to me.
Yes, but the DM decides.
So yeah, I'll raise that strip so that he can do that.
All right.
Since we're still on the break, I will be right back. I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick.
Absolutely. And you know what? I'll do the same on my side, the 3 strips that are underneath me. I'll raise it up as well 5 feet so that I have a 10-foot by 15-foot long block of earth up, and then there's 2 trenches on either side of it.
Alrighty.
Modern problems require modern solutions. Would you eat them in a box? Would you eat them with a fox?
I would not meet them in a box. I would blood. God, these words are so confusing, you know?
Nice.
I'm back, sorry.
Welcome back.
Alright, I'm back.
Now that we have all returned, we can take over the world. Or at least get up on this ledge.
Hey, Xavier, mark where you started that dirt pile thing.
It's literally the 15 feet in front of the window. So there to there, there to there. So I'm actually raised up as well on one of the ledges.
I'm just coming down here so I can see what you were.
Oh, be careful with that. That's how we start getting things like the spiral staircase.
Oh, I'm more than ready to be memed. I don't give a shit.
And then
So
there's
can I become
trenches
small?
here, 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 and here, here, and here. And you know what, actually? I'm going to do another thing with it. Because we've got that 5-foot space on that one. No, I'm going to leave it the way it is for now. That works.
I'm just doing dumb roleplay here.
No
Don't
role play
cover
is
up my
done.
beautiful drawing. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, these are more made out of junk than Earth itself, but
I mean,
should
can
work
ham
more or
even be
less.
green? Can you even make eggs green? I don't know.
What world is this?
I've eaten green duck eggs.
I mean, I suppose that's fair in a way.
All right, roll that athletics and roll that acrobatics.
I don't think you'll
So
have to
can
roll
I
the
become
athletics.
small?
Yeah, the athletics was for the climbing, but we're doing the 5 feet raise, so I'm actually able to get up there, though.
Okay.
Basically, as he does his run and jump, and when he gets to the peak of his jump, I'm going to give him a little shove with my telekinetic shove up so that he can get up and onto the ledge.
Okay.
That's a 19 in acrobatics.
That's good enough. Just managed to kind of tippy-toe yourself there, and yep, you're looking at a hallway that dead ends at a door and then turns to the side, turns to the left there.
I'm just gonna look down at Xavier and I'm like, I don't see anything or any just oranges yet, but I see a door at the end of the hallway.
Well, here's an idea as well we could do. This glass looks pretty solid, right?
Yeah.
What if we were to make noise at the glass to draw the oranges in the building down into this hallway, leaving the front area clear for the rest of the party to get in and look for stuff?
I mean, possibly risky, but I mean, sure.
All right,
It's not
give
to
me.
say that this glass would hold up against a bunch of zombies fucking pulling against it to try to get to us. So
True. All right, give me a sec. I'm going to talk to the others and see what they think. Hey guys,
Please.
Oh,
I have an
hello.
idea. We've got Ballard up there on the window ledge right now. It's some fairly thick glass. The hallway right now looks clear. If he were to start banging on that glass and making noise, it might draw the zombies down into that hallway. If that's the case, it might leave the casino proper open for you to search.
That's like a whole different section of the building, man.
And does it not connect?
It does, but like, you got like a rock concert that you're gonna be putting on at that window?
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
gonna
Ballard
look at
can make a lot of
Lovelar.
noise.
I mean, I do have this as she pulls out the gun that she picked up back then.
Okay.
We do not need a we do not need a concert of rocks. We have magic. We can make such loud noises with magic.
We have a gun.
But that's useful and not rechargeable.
I mean, I don't know what this thing is, honestly.
I don't know. I don't know. Have any of you, and this is Blake, of course, rambling, if it's not obvious. Have any of you run into these things before and found that making a shitload of noise was the solution?
Well, no.
Well,
And he
Not
drags
exactly.
the last tiny bit of his cigarette, and then he kind of starts like nervously tapping again after that.
how many do you think are in there?
100.
100. Okay.
Of course, it's 100.
I mean, I'm just guessing. It seemed like they was everywhere. They would come from the front door. They would come from the back door. Like they was already inside. Like I don't know. It was like just suddenly everything was peaceful one day, and then half the people turned into zombies, which had never happened before. We were used to
Do we
the
need
zombies
to
and
make a
having
lot
the
of
defense.
noise?
I'm sorry.
No. Do we need to make a lot of noise in order to get up to that entrance? Because if not, I don't think we should.
I mean,
you want?
I get what you're saying as far as like trying to drop some of them to that spot, but there's just so many of them that they gonna break through and pounce on your boy there, and then they gonna be out in this parking lot, and we gonna be surrounded by them one way or the other.
Then we
Can
must
someone
be
explain
sneaky.
to me why we want to get in there so damn bad? If the dude we're looking for is not in there?
There might be I'm sorry, Jung responds and translates it over through Levlar. There might be fuel within to keep our van functional. We are running dangerously low.
Xavier actually pats the horseless carriage and goes, "The horseless carriage needs food. Apparently, there was someone here who could create the food that the horseless carriage needs."
Love it. The Connect 4 part of my
Like
brain
that.
is loving the diagonal from Crazyass Blake Barrington all the way down to Priu.
So, if they have writings about how to create the food for the horseless carriage, we need to get those. Do you know the person who created the food for the horseless carriage?
I knew
It's
of
taking
him.
every fiber in my brain not to fucking say food right now.
I knew who he was, but I mean, this place was pretty big. They had like at least 30 motherfuckers defending the place. Like that's a solid community. That's unheard of.
Would you recognize him if you saw him?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, anybody recognize him. He's short, he fat, and he redheaded.
Do you remember where he stayed? In the hotel or the casino?
He lived up on the second floor. His workstation was around the backside, though. Like if you go around to the other side of the casino to get in through that side, it's possible you find some of his stuff over there.
Okay, so as soon as he says that, my first thought, my character turns and looks at Lucy. And through Lovelar for translation, says, "You said that you're good at scavenging things while the others were fighting, correct?"
That's what I did.
So if we can get the zombies occupied, do you think you'd be able to get into the lab and get any paperwork or documentation that he might have there? Possibly fuel as well?
I could.
I could go with you. I'm fairly sneaky myself.
How
Don't forget about
I
your
also will
barbarian
go.
friend.
how dirty are you willing to get?
What do you mean by dirty? As he looks all crispy and burnt already.
I'm gonna need. If there's 3 of us going, and one of them is she, and she gestures over at the snake lady. We're gonna need 4 of the undead properly disposed of. The trick to navigating these areas is to cover oneself in their entrails. It's rather unpleasant, and you're likely to be sick for some time afterwards, but if you need to get through in a pinch, if it's really important, it can be done. I'm somewhat more accustomed to it than perhaps you, so I am willing to make this effort.
But I can become small and cold, so we do not have to worry about me.
Oh,
What do you mean by sick afterwards?
it's mostly stomach things. Like you're likely to be rather nauseous for a few days.
Xavier kind of frowns for a second and he thinks about it. If it can help our community, I'm willing to take that chance.
Do you think you'll be more useful sneaking around or fighting? I don't know you. I don't know what you do.
Well, I am very good for the fighting. But, again, it depends on what would be best to help the group. Also, if you encounter any of them, would you need to fight them off?
It'd be a first. Usually I just run.
I'm gonna put my hand on her shoulder and, like, very intensely look at her and say, I will protect you.
She responds.
Xavier looks to the rest of the group and goes, what are your thoughts? Would you rather have me out here fighting or helping to get the stuff we're looking for?
I mean, I could be a little sneaky, you know, myself, and I'm not like the most courageous.
Just a quick reminder, you know you left me over there, right?
Yep, I do.
Okay.
He's just all fucking plastered to the side of the window. Just let me down, guys.
Clinging for dear life.
Lovelar kind of looks between everyone and goes, well, just know that if we do split up, one group will be without a translator. So we will have a severe lack of communication on one side.
If you can write things down on paper, that would be common words to use, then we can use that for translation.
Yeah,
Hold
give
up
us
like flashcards.
give us flashcards, man.
Hold on.
In the middle of a combat situation, that seems highly unorthodox and borderline crazy. Why don't we just keep the translator with the combat side of things? Seems that would be the most useful.
That was my thought. But if I went with the sneaking group, then I could use it to communicate with them. Or we can leave these two, and points at Lucy and Blake, to sneak in.
The smaller the group, the greater the likelihood we will be undetected.
Okay. Let me go back and get our muscle. Maybe it would be best for us to do it right at the front door and make a blockade so that they can only get to us through one entrance.
I don't like know if I'm like spelling it out correctly enough here for you, but you know you can reach his workstation and the back stairwells from outside, right? Like we don't have to go inside to get there. Like we just like I'm on the east bank, I'm on the west bank. All right, follow me. And he
Okay.
goes.
I'm gonna go grab Ballard down.
Yeah, he like starts
I have a quick question.
scatterbrain going over here. Go ahead.
What is what's this tent that's back in the corner?
Aw, that's where the dogs lived. Yeah, the dogs had their own private tent area, and then when the party needed to evacuate, they made sure to find a spot for them on the bus. That's why they were sitting on there. But then the bus turned out to be inoperable, and they had to get them out on one of the trucks, and I just forgot to remove them off the bus.
So
Okay,
Oh, both of you broke up.
useful to us.
So Xavier is going to lift this section of the dirt up onto this section of dirt and then move it over to this section of dirt so that you have a 10-foot rise here, a 5-foot rise here, and then normal height of ground here. Then he's going to step back and do the same thing with the section that right now is currently underneath Ballard, up to this one, over to this one, and then up on top of this one. So it's 15 feet up, and then take this section
Good
and move it over
lord.
to here. So it's 10 feet, and then shift this section over to here. So now there's a set of stairs that goes 5, 10, 15, and that one's 20 feet up.
I'm just gonna look at Xavier and just be like, "You do remember I can glide, right?" I said, "Just fucking glide down to here and jump off."
Okay, that's fine. But that's still good to have there for later.
Whatever.
So
Well,
again,
how long does that
5,
last?
10, 15. Well, because it's not one of the duration effects, when I excavate Earth, it's a permanent effect, unless I put it back. Where did they go? Down south?
Alright, hold on a second. Now there's a tremendous thunderstorm centrally located right over the dirt ramps that turns it to mud and sludge. Alright, so no, Blake is going this way. Whoop.
Okay.
And I will bring our other 2 NPCs along as well. And then the rest of you, if you would care to follow along. This is the way we're going, keeping it inside the gate. The gates seem to have held pretty well. So yeah, Blake goes on to explain that these were their farmlands. They had a nice stretch of fertile soil right on the riverfront. Of course, the river that we may be able to see. I don't think we're going to be able to see it with our lines of sight, but if we move far enough west, there is a river on this map. That is unfortunately no longer part of this map, and I just didn't take the time to exit out or cut that section of the map off. Unlikely that we'll need to explore it. But yeah, all these crops down here have since withered and dried. This is the fuel station that our good doctor used to work at. And there are all manner of vials and things sitting on the tabletop here, including a barely legible scrap of paper that, only due to the fact that a paperweight was placed on top of it, is still sitting out here after who knows how many days exposed in the elements.
Does anybody have the mending spell to repair this piece of paper back to the way it was before?
Nope.
All right. Then Eyes of the Runekeeper, and I'm going to read the piece of paper.
Note this helped him to learn the mending spell later when I level up.
Alright. As always, if it is a non-standard effect like attack or extra attack, post it up, please.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, we can see part of the river just on this stretch down here to the southwest. Gotcha.
It's a very simple description.
Yes, it is.
I was wondering. I was like, do I need to expand that? Like, what is that? It?
I can
Very
read
simple,
all
just-
writing.
It's just like a nimble climber thing. It's just straight up. It does what it says.
All right, I'm gonna post it up.
'81.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just looking around the map, just so you know.
Oh, good. Yeah, you shouldn't be able to get in anywhere if you try these exterior doors. These will be locked. And here's where the map gets a little weird. Down here on the south side, I guess I did not have the proper foresight. But yeah, technically, like right about here is where the casino ends. This entire stretch down here represents level 2, which of course would sit on top of all of this right here. So it's side by side for ease of navigation purposes, but looking at it from a real perspective of the map, this little bend right here is effectively where the casino ends and becomes the parking lot that we see further down here to the south. But you could wander all the way down to the south and head back east, back to the original area. It all connects around. No zombies, nothing else out there. This is the main point of interest on the exterior map aside from the original parking lot.
Yeah, I was just being nosy because I like your maps. They're crafted really well. So I was just like, I want to look at all the things.
I appreciate it. Yeah, this is an old school map for me that I did a lot of hand crafting for, like putting the fence up around all of that and putting in these the harvest area, the farmland, the workstation out here. Inside's got a bit of customization, but more true to the map design. Anyway, here's the note, just about finished. Excellent. The cool text works there as well. That is exclamation point C Charlie Edward Murphy. If you want to have your text play show up like that. And whatever color you have chosen next to your avatar is the color backdrop that you will get for that. But yeah, just for those of you not reading the chat log here on our live stream, it is a note that contains numerous notes on corn and corn volumes. A lot of math, highly advanced levels, are applied to quantities of corn and the volume of corn oil gained from each harvest. Without the proper notes of how this corn is made into fuel, this barely legible and highly fragile note is but a piece of the puzzle.
What is all of these like metal gem looking things on the table over here?
The colors would be different liquids that are inside of them. They're basically like alchemical beakers and the mixtures that he would use to make the fuel. Unfortunately, they've all since dried up. The tubes connecting them have withered and dried and broken away. There's no honey on the table. And the book that is sitting here is, while useful, unfortunately not part of the riddle of the fuel. It is instead a very well-worn and very loved and autographed copy of Mice and Men.
I'm just gonna grab it and throw it and toss it to Xavier and just say, "Here's a new book."
All right.
That's a good
So-
book, though.
Love it.
As for the gentle note, or the fragile note, Xavier's going to gently pick it up and place it in the back of the Green Eggs and Ham book to help protect it.
Okay.
And then he'll tuck that back into his pack along with the Of Mice and Men, which I think has a lot more words for him to be able to use proper speech.
Definitely.
Oh, trust me.
Real
I
quick
like
question. Can we look through the Of Mice and Men book to see if there's like any writing in it?
You can roll investigation.
I like the Of Mice and Men book, but I definitely like the band better.
Ah, I don't know if I'm familiar
I
with
thought
them.
I thought the band was of Monsters and Men.
Oh, I know that one.
Yeah, that is a band, but there is a band called Of Mice and Men.
Yeah, quick
Here,
thumb
hold on, let me
through.
look them up on Spotify real quick, and you can click on my profile if you want to
Just
see them.
checking on the investigation of the book. Nothing to be resolved from that.
Yeah, I just had to. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's about bunnies.
About
Yeah, it's
buddies,
about
Rala.
bunnies and the appropriate way to seduce a woman in a relationship.
Oh my god! And the
Yes.
if you search hard enough, you'll find the prequel or the sequel. Also a heartwarming Watership Down.
Oh, that's such a nice
Listen,
story.
no, okay, no, I'm
Yeesh.
gonna boycott this entire server. Okay, we're gonna fight.
Oh man.
I've never
What are
really
we-
seen
what are we
Watership Down,
fighting over?
honestly.
We found a DVD of that at the used DVD store here in town a few years ago because my wife had watched it as a child and she wanted to watch it, and I knew what I was getting in for, but I didn't know what I was getting in for. 'cause I
No,
was like,
you did not.
Whoa!
Trauma,
Whew.
absolute trauma.
Oh yeah, that's
All right.
That's a big one.
So I now have Of Mice and Men as well as Green Eggs and Ham.
Autographed by Steinbeck.
Nice. And I'm going to look around now.
Wait,
Are
for real?
these?
Yeah.
Are these fuel canisters?
They would be. Those are unfortunate details of... No, the canisters are there. They are empty, is what I should say.
Okay.
Yeah, this is definitely where the fuel making happened. It seems like most of what they grew here were corn. There's just dead stalks all over the place, and just a lot of
Okay,
debris
that answers my question.
pushed up against the sides of the fence after enough time has passed. Otherwise, it seems like this would be all there is to discover out here, unless you do have the means of mending the alchemical equipment that he used. It was very rudimentary stuff that he used to construct fuel. It definitely didn't give the best mileage, but it worked in a pinch.
Out of
I do
boredom.
not have it yet, but I will ask or suggest that we carefully gather up all the pieces and keep them separate.
Oh yeah, the mortars and pestles have held up pretty well. Like, they're constructed of solid stone, so a little cleaning, they should be fine. The glass beakers, likewise, some cleaning, they should be good to go. Definitely sanitize those, but it's mainly the tubing that could use some repair on these things, and maybe the bases for them as well, because they're made out of wood and they've been sitting out here in the dry heat for a long time.
Perfect. Gather it
Well,
all up. We'll bring it back. When I get a little more adept with things, I may be able to repair those.
while all this
In
is
this-
happening, Bauer's just gonna go over here and start doing fucking squats with the fucking giant bar over here.
Oh, jeez.
In that same vein of collecting for potential later use, is there any like residual like corn seeds or anything? Corn seeds, you know what I mean. Like, is there any plant matter that I can salvage to potentially grow corn from?
Roll a nature.
Can I offer the help action?
Sure. Oh, wow.
Oh, baby.
Don't even need it. Fuck.
I was
Okay.
gonna say, not that I should apparently
She found full corn plants that were hidden off in the corner.
Yeah, to
corner. Haha.
to quote Goldblum in Jurassic Park, after you dig long enough there, life finds a way. And you do find the what you need to potentially grow this stuff again in better climate.
Life
Excellent.
always
I am going
finds a
to
way.
have that and just like tuck it away nice and safe in my herbalism kits.
Excellent.
We should grab those canisters as well, the food canisters.
Oh, the fuel canisters. I was like, food
Yes.
canisters, what?
The food,
I
the
thought you
food
said food
canisters for
can-
the food canisters for the horseless carriage.
Oh, okay, okay.
Got it.
Yes, but bum.
I thought you meant like the food canisters that we saw in the bus for the guy who was living on the bus, and I was like,
Wow.
No, no one's explained to him what a vehicle is compared to being a horseless carriage, so he believes it's a living creature and it needs its food. This is what it uses to get its food.
I think the only one.
Yeah.
I think the only one other
Yes,
than
creature.
LeVar that's in the group that's
Take my
familiar with
ration
vehicles
so that
is
you
me.
may feel better. Hand it over to the RV. So how do you feed this thing again?
you were, Ballard, you were saying something?
I was saying, I think the only character in the group that's actually familiar and knows vehicles, other than maybe LeVar, would be Ballard, just because of where he came from.
Very true. Yeah, all of
Alright.
this stuff is very low tech compared to where you're from. You
Oh
can
yeah,
see
no,
this being,
definitely.
like,
I'm not.
the bare
I'm not
bones
one
of
to-
how that all came about.
Yeah, I'm not one-to-one familiar with it, but I definitely know what all of it is.
Definitely.
So I believe what we need to do is see if he has any more documentation within his own personal quarters, perhaps.
Blake points to the stairwell here just to the south. That door's boarded up, but I mean that's going to be the most direct route. I don't know how many of them are in that area. Like, they were everywhere when we boarded this place up. And
No.
She's
Now-
gonna rush up to him like all excited, this childlike glee on her face. I can become small and cold. I can help.
Now, I have a question about this door. Is the stairwell going up to the door, or is it going down, like into a entranceway, or
it's
how
up
is
to
it?
the door. And
Okay,
it was
perfect.
also built by Imperials because there is no railing. It's like a straight 20-foot escalation up to this door, and yeah, no railing.
Okay. Do we want to prepare something just in case it is full of zombies?
I'm down to. Yeah.
Xavier's going to
the order.
move Earth to make a column here. It's going to take a little bit of juggling back and forth, but he's going to make a 25-foot column beside the stairwell. So that if we open up the door and there's like 50 zombies, he can move Earth, that top piece, in front of the door.
Alright.
Okay. So now can I help? She's really excited to do this.
Well, everyone who's planning on fighting and helping should probably get closer to the door.
Xavier smiles and nods.
Cause I can just tell me when, and I can certainly try to fucking knock this thing down. So.
Well, Lucy and
Well-
Crazyass are gonna hang back.
Hold on. Before we knock
Please
it
tell
down,
me that's not his actual name.
is there anyone here who can pick the lock? Maybe?
It's not a lock that needs to be picked. You just need to unboard the door, and then it will be unlocked.
Okay.
Oh, okay then. I'll rip the boards
I
off.
was trying to find a... Yeah, here we go. This will work. It's going to be larger than we need its purpose for, but I'm going to put this like pillar right here just to kind of represent that we have a little bit more standing room right up here next to the stairwell.
Okay.
Potentially also a additional blockade if needed. As such, is let's set that up next to the map layer. Has our bear folk ascended that pillar so that he's actually like at a higher level than the door now, or are you approaching from the stairs over here to the south?
That pillar wasn't there when I came up to get flanked on the door. I don't know what happened.
Well, I explained I was making the pillar there. You just put a token in for it.
Correct. Additionally, these stairs lead up to the door, which is 20 feet high, so even were the pillar not there, you would be 20 feet below the door in that position.
Fixed.
Alrighty.
Raleigh, you wanna go equal to the door in flying speed so you can have eyesight with it?
Xavier's going to say to Ballard, just say the word, and I'll shift the earth over.
Do you want me to see what's in there first?
Absolutely. That's why I said it's on you, so you make the call. If we need to cover it, I'll cover it.
Go ahead, roll athletics. Actually, roll stealth. Let's see how quiet you can disassemble this door blockade. Final answer?
Final answer what?
16.
Oh, no, we'll use a hero point on it. Might as
Alright.
well. It's the last session of the month, so. So
All
20.
right, even 20. Opened up, and yeah, you're good to go ahead and pop that open there. And brief hold here.
Yeah, that's what I
Just
figured.
for narrative observation's sake, unless you have a elevation vantage point, you pretty much need to be up here on the stairs to see more than like 10 feet inside of the casino. So while your token vision from, you could be standing out here at the damn riverfront for some of you and be able to see pretty far into the casino, keep in mind that third dimension difficulty. And otherwise, what we do see here appears to be the check-in area, or registration, as it were. Yep, you can see the reception sign has been torn down and just left haphazardly right there in the middle of the floor. And, oh yeah, there's 2 zombies also walking around in here. And
That's the concierge?
Yes, yes. The, you rang. You were silent enough in opening the door that this one, upon you opening the door, charges to this space right here. Rather shambles slowly. It does not know that you're there. So yes, you've got the advantage here if you want to continue filing in. There is a note on the door right here to your left, which, of course, unless you speak English, is not going to make much sense, but it appears to be
I
something...
can't see the door either, so...
You don't see the door? Maybe it's only Priyu. Yeah, Priyu can
Well,
see
I can
the
see
door.
the steps, but I can't see the door yet.
Correct, yeah, that's
Yeah.
why, yeah, Priyu can see the door from where she's standing.
Do I need to move out of the way?
No, you're good where you're
Oh,
at.
no, you're fine, you're fine.
Yeah, I was just calling attention to, it looks like, if you understand English at all, it's like a child took some crayons and wrote some shit on the door. Which is exactly
Fair
what
enough.
happened.
Fair enough.
And, yep, there's another door there
It
to the
looks
south.
like.
It says some shit on the door.
Exactly. Until we have the English translation or comprehend languages, it just says something, something, dark side, something, something, complete. And there to the south, the door has a picture of a human silhouette that looks to be wearing a skirt or dress of some kind.
Ryu, did you walk in without doing a stealth roll?
Yeah, they also...
No,
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't mean to. I just meant to move out of the doorway. I didn't mean to. Let
Oh,
me
gotcha.
move my character.
I
back.
assumed you were
Sorry.
going inside. Yeah, roll a stealth check. If you got
Nah,
another
like I
natural 20.
didn't. I wasn't trying to go inside. I was just trying to. I don't know if this is. You can't have. Can you have more than one character on the same square?
You can. The difficulties mainly apply in combat. You're technically squeezing, so any attacks you make will be at disadvantage. Any attacks made against you would be at advantage.
But the mechanically, like for the preventing sight or anything like
Oh, yeah.
that, they can get on this square and see through the door kind of thing. I'm
Correct.
not blocking anybody's. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
two
why I
characters
moved
can fit
'cause I
on the same
thought
space.
that's why
Uh,
I moved because I thought I was preventing somebody from like being able to see.
I gotcha. Yeah, if you guys
Ca-
want to maximize your space here when you're not being pressed in combat, you can go 2 to a square and try to file in here even quicker. Because otherwise, if you
question.
try to pass through each other once initiative starts, and you're Xavier, that's 30 feet of movement just to get to the door.
Question for
Yes.
these oranges that I can see.
Brr.
Can I tell what kind of class they are? Like if they're class D or
They are
something else?
D. They're
Okay.
D. Yeah, the only C's we've encountered so far are the Frost Giant variants, and then there will be other C variants, and then we've encountered the Belcher D variant. There may be other D variants as well. But
Okay, no, I was just
for,
mainly checking just because also I want to use my
Show.
peeler feet too.
Show.
so.
Yeah, for right now, these are all still Class D oranges. That's what we're going to be encountering primarily.
I'll whisper to Xavier. I see 2. Should I go in and attack the first one? It doesn't
Well-
know we're here yet.
Let's try sneaking in a little bit further. And then once we're all in position, we can take out those 2 if that's the only 2 that are in this area. The
It's
quicker
not.
and quieter we can do it, the better.
It's not very far in. I don't think we'll be able to get far enough in for us to all be in there before it sees one of us.
Alright, if you think you can take it without alerting a bunch of the others, do so. I'll be waiting here in case we need to block the door.
I will certainly try. Do I have to make another stealth roll to sneak up to it to attack it, or am I good just to walk
You
up
do.
to it? Attack? Okay.
Yes, and for
Then
those
I
of
will-
you who made your stealth checks, you can move half your movement into the casino if you so wish.
I'll spend the inspo on that.
Yeah, and stealth would typically be at half movement, so if you are trying to be stealthy, likewise, well, you've got that boon of speed, so half your movement is like
Mhm.
halfway across the casino.
Well, half my movement is 35 feet, yeah.
And Cranium steps up to the top of the middle staircase, and it's just rusty and hasn't been moved in some time, and it just lets out a loud under the, I don't want to say under his weight, but under his paw is more or less what happens here. So this is the positioning that we will be at when we get our first round going. I would say for Ballard's case, you can also take a a series of attacks here on this thing as well. You can take your full action.
Full action as quote unquote surprise round.
Correct.
Or, okay, cool. Then
Yeah,
I'll
you've
just
already
do that right
taken your movement, so you can also take
Yeah,
the
no,
attack bonus
that's
action,
fine with me.
etc.
now. Do you want me to just roll it since these are crit regardless because of the
Yes,
fewer?
because you can crit the crit if you have built it properly into your attack block and you roll an actual natural 20.
What does that mean? How does that
It
work?
means that you get double damage.
Correct.
So I just built.
It's
the
a normal.
12
Well,
and
it's gonna be built as a normal attack block like you would any other time.
Yeah.
But the damage, of course, you're going to change to represent critical damage. And then when you roll that attack, if it comes up green, it's going to multiply that damage again by the macros built into your character sheet. So it is possible to crit the orange peeler feat.
I don't
Technically, you're
really
just doing.
know how to do that, or like.
Well, let me
build
take a look at
macro
your
into
character
it.
sheet. I'm pretty sure.
Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure you've done it correct already, and you should just need to roll. But let's see. So the Undead Slayer. Yeah, so your crit range is 20. And is that what you're using, the Undead Slayer?
No, the Undead Slayer is my dagger. I'm using the Great Sword usually.
Okay. Alright, so this one right here. Okay, so this is going to be 4 dice 6 damage and 24 damage on a crit. And that should... Wait. Damn it. With... This would be the correct way to have it. So technically you would need a different greatsword block if you were attacking something that wasn't a Class D orange, but this is the specific attack block for this purpose. So take it swing and let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Get a crit.
I'll set up the normal Great Sword later.
Well, that's a miss.
So, yeah, that's a sure, man, sure.
+3 with a hero point, maybe?
I thought it was a crit.
Well, you have to hit, though. It counts as a crit if you hit. It doesn't mean you always hit.
Oh, okay then.
It means you always
Then,
roll
yeah.
crit damage.
Hero point, that still probably misses.
Yep. Target is 14.
You could use your inspiration.
Very true.
Fuck it, sure. Whatever. So then I'll just re-roll completely.
There we go.
Less damage, but at least I hit.
We'll take the higher damage. Bam!
Alright, I'll take it. And then I have a second attack.
How dare you. Ouch! And that's exactly how many hit points it had left, and because it's orange peeler, it's dead.
I just look back at Xavier and I'm like, does that work for you?
Xavier gives you a thumbs up.
This one turns in your direction. Finally! Somebody who can tell me. I was told to go 2 buildings south in feudal Japan, and I ended up here. Where's my face?
I just look at him and I'm like, your face is probably back at the bar, buddy.
No! You've got it. I'm taking your face. It puts the lotion on its skin. Alright. Now
No.
Let's have initiative rolls here. Everybody click your token. Click the initiative button on your character sheet, and let's get this combat rolling. I think we'll set it up. That's kind of nice right there. Oh yeah, it's the 29th. Burn what you got.
Oh yeah,
You're an
definitely. That's why
epic.
I'm burning all of them. Yeah.
If you're an epic or a super, burn them all. If you're a supporter or a tier 1 subscriber on Twitch, you also have your weekly inspiration and hero point. So make sure to use them here in the last little bit. We're likely to get a combat round in before we close it out. That's 5 of you. Still waiting on 2 more, and I gotta roll for my guys. Pretty sure these NPCs do not have character sheets attached.
I'm trying to remember what level barbarians get advantage on initiative is.
Probably 4.
Well, no, I don't
Taking a
even
shot
have
in the
it, and I'm
dark.
level 5. That's why I'm like.
Oh, maybe 6.
I'm looking it up on Wikidot real quick.
Yeah. I got both of them, and yeah, our other 2 characters I don't even bother to roll initiative yet because they're waiting. They're off stage left here, and Xavier's perched up next to the women's restroom there.
They don't get advantage until fucking level 7. Damn.
Wow. Wow.
Feral instinct.
Yeah, Feral Instinct's level 7. Yeah.
Who are we missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Missing the new guy.
Hey,
the new
look at
NPC,
that.
yeah.
Ari happened to jump in to the game page while we're playing here. We do have Ari and Parker here at the same time for a second here. How about that? What's going on here? Bob's Gamer 1, thank you so much for the follow here, my friend. Are you with us? Hope you're having a good Sunday night, buddy. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's why my count's off. I'm counting 7 of you there, but there's really only 6. And then I need 1 for zombification purposes. Let's get that going right now. Oh, wow. That is a solid initiative roll for a zombie. I got a 19. Young is going on a 5. Tongue-in-cheek is going on a 5 as well. Well, that's not so good.
Good thing they're outside still.
That's what. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, almost like they're
Who
like,
needs
yeah, you guys-
initiative when you've got distance?
Yeah, you guys want to go in and soak up some of those hits, then please, by all means, go ahead. And Xavier's got the top spot here by 1 measly point as the bellhop looks over at you. Where's your luggage? That entrance is for employees only.
Eldritch Blast for 5 force damage.
Hey,
And then
you'll get a kick out of this. It is kind of breaking the 4th wall and revealing to everybody the hit point total of these zombies, but we're far enough in, you guys should know. After taking 5 points of damage, how many hit points do I have left? 37. Which likewise
37!
means, cleverly, I set their hit point maximum at 42. Ba-dum-bum.
Fancy. Bonus action.
True meaning of life.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to telekinetic shove him back 5 feet.
Oh, too bad you couldn't get him all the way down the beautiful marble staircase right there, just tumbling down into the lobby.
That would be
might
funny.
not be good. And then, as a free action, can I see the note on this door here?
You do. It's simple enough, and with green eggs and ham, you're pretty sure it says Charlie's room, no adults allowed.
All right. And then
I just wanna make it clear that none of those words are in green eggs and ham.
yes, but I can read any language. So, and I say that apparently that is Charlie's room, no adults allowed.
But is Charlie really Charlie anymore?
Xavier shrugs, and he's going to wait where he's at.
Alrighty. Well, my zombie is gonna roll perception.
There's a zombie of Daniel in here?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is good enough. So we are gonna... One of them just comes flying out of the shadows, basically, to avenge the death of its twin brother, apparently. You killed the concierge, so, the night shift concierge has shown up.
I thought you were going to say bellhop.
And wowee, Mama had triplets, because look who else just comes out of another area here. It's the
Bro,
same.
I think we had it wrong. I think these are all the employees from the fucking Beetle Mac, the fucking Zombie Max fucking commercial.
They're all wearing the same outfits here. That's funny. And we've got this other guy here also looking for the bottom half of his face, so it's the other bellhop. This poor guy.
Can
What a
I
way
free
to go.
action holler to everybody, or not holler, but say to the people that are behind that there's 4 incoming?
That's fine. Seems reasonable enough. General combat coordination. I think that's gonna do it though. So yes, we've got those ones that have charged out, and then they are gonna 1, 2, 3, 4 choose their targets with action dash. 2, 3, and 1. So lucky 2 is gonna be 30, 40, 45, 50. Wow, we really wanted to get at Cranium Shredder there, and even with an action dash, we are 10 feet shy, and we provoked an attack of opportunity in the process from a guy who has Orange Peeler. Fuck. All right. Ow! The next one is going after number 3.
I still love that it's called Orange Peeler.
I love that that got such humor. It was just such a, it had to be named that. I thought about it for a few minutes. I'm like, that's what you got to call it, right? This
There's
one,
literally no other name that it could be.
Correctamundo. We will action dash into Ballard's face, but that's all we can do. And then the last one is going to try to get at Priyu, but if we couldn't get at Cranium, I don't think we're going to... 5 feet short to getting at her.
Oh,
must
and
be
you
in
are
it.
in
I was gonna say,
convenient range.
And this one will take its movement in the direction of... Oh, it's going to be Ballard, and we can do a little action here. Play around with those dice. And out of respect for the dead, we will not step on his body. This is a very courteous zombie.
I will drag him on his friend's body. Hit my next
You
turn.
son of a bitch. We're going to try to pummel you. We're going to kick you right in the schnars. Ah! That's a 14 to hit your armor class. I don't think we did it. I think we
No,
didn't need
no.
to go in. Son of a bitch.
Even if
oh.
you blanked me, it wouldn't have.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter.
I knew that was what you were going to.
Think. How was I doing this before? Shit. I think this. Oh! A 4. All right. Well, you guys hear some. You guys hear the doorknob jiggling here to the men's restroom, and
Not
a very
the fucking restroom
a
again.
very
God
angry bathroom zombie. You assume it's a zombie because if it were a sentient, you would hope he knows how to operate a door. But that's going to be a day for the zombies here, so we'll pass it over to Parker. Go ahead.
Sorry. I just got injured. Give me 1 second.
Oh, good.
she got injured, but you haven't even been attacked yet.
No, I'm dumb.
Poke yourself by accident or something?
Yeah, I closed my thumb in the drawer and now I'm bleeding a little bit. That's it. Nothing big.
Ouch.
That sounds like a normal day at the woodworking
Ouch.
shop. So,
Amputate.
Please do not do this. I need my thumbs.
I've sanded off the fucking knuckle of my thumb before in wood shop, so I know how you feel.
Nothing worse than working on a car and having the wrench slip and you punch the metal pieces that have sharp edges.
Oh yeah, that sucks. Yeah.
Well, that's a close hit there, but you're off by 2, unfortunately.
So I'm going to try and do Thorn Whip, and I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to, like, whip the ground at his feet or something like that.
Yeah, unless, well, no, why don't you, at the start of your turn, take a little, I don't know if you want to be up next to 2 of them, but if you step right there, you can take advantage of our loose flanking rule, and then you would get the natural 20.
That would be nice.
Okay, I'll do that.
But you wouldn't want to step back here because then this one would get a free attack on you. So you would kind of be putting yourself more on the front, but it's only 5 feet too. So you're
Okay, that's what I'll do.
Okay. So yeah, we'll take the crit there. And anything with your bonus action or additional movement you want to keep moving further in. All the way on point.
No, maybe not that.
You got those wish spells, you'll be fine.
No, I want to save those.
Not for a simple
I know
level
better
5
than to.
spell.
Those things are hella valuable. I know better than to waste them right now.
Oh yes, very, very much so.
I wish that all the oranges were mortal again.
Yeah, that's definitely getting.
Can I do that? Can I go? I wish the zombie virus was cured, kind of thing. Like,
No, that would never work.
That's way too easy.
Can I wish for the end of the campaign now? I don't want to play anymore.
I want to start over at level 1.
all
was
right,
that
and
movie
now
with
I'm
the
gonna do this one.
Yeah, you can only do 1 action a turn.
Correct.
I thought that was my Oh, duh. I wasn't even thinking. My bad.
Yeah, if it was a bonus action, you would have been good to use it.
Yeah, no. I will do that later.
All right. Well, then let's see what Rala has for her turn.
Well, I'm gonna use Mind Silver on the zombie, on the first zombie right next to Piri.
Gotcha. You are flying up 20 feet, correct?
I'm not flying.
Gotcha. You'll need to fly to be able to, well, no, you can just kind of see its, like, head and shoulders if you're at ground level from right there. Anything further inside, you don't really have a line of sight to. So, yeah, go ahead, take the attack on it. What's it called? Reverse vampire? I don't know. A psychic intelligence save. Okay. Wow, I got a 14. No soup for you.
You lose. Good day, sir.
All right. Any
No.
movement for you there?
No, not as of right now. I'm pretty comfortable where I am right now.
All right. And Levlar also down here at ground level. Climbing up or staying here? What you got?
Can't really do anything with a giant fat bear in the way, so just gonna storm mode Tobashi.
He's not. He's not that. He's fluffy.
And you can always double move through his space.
Not during combat, from what I understood. So.
Oh, you can. It just
Yes,
costs.
it's
It costs
double
double.
movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
As
still
long
gonna
as-
stay down. I have a lot.
as-
All good.
Yeah. You can pass through as long as cranium is, allowing you and not resisting.
Stop resisting! Stop resisting!
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to calm down.
I want to speak
I'm not
to your
resisting.
manager.
Don't call my manager.
I
But that's the end of my turn.
Just trying to find something to use as an icon for that, since we'll likely want to remember it for next session. Let's use the surprised exclamation points. We never use those. Should be something we can remember. Alright, and then Ballard is up.
We'll save the dude who needs to know where his face is for last, and we'll take out his cousin.
Okay.
That was pitiful
Wow, that
damage.
is
What
some-
the fuck?
Yeah, and yeah, looking at what Westy posted there as well, that is...
Yeah, that's, yeah.
I didn't set that exactly correct, because... Well, no, I think I... Okay,
If
let
it's
me look at
crit,
this.
it's supposed to be max damage on one of the attacks, right? Or am I confusing that?
Okay, so here's how we do it. Okay, so 2d6 plus 12. And then on a crit, 24.
Do you
On
want me
top
just to
of the
reroll the
2d6
damage real quick?
Reroll that.
Okay, gotcha.
So it's doing...
21 damage, okay.
So yeah, it's doing your base 2d6 plus the automatic crit of 12. And then if it does roll a crit, it's going to stack an additional 24 on top of that.
Okay, cool.
I think that's how I try to build it. Yeah, 21.
Yeah, we'll see when it
Wop, wop,
crits
wop.
whether
There we
it's
go.
done correctly, but yeah.
I mean, if it
second
does,
attack,
if
yeah.
you crit on an orange peeler and it kills a Class D orange in one shot, like that's kind of what it's supposed to do, I feel.
Okay, fair enough. And then second attack on him.
Okay.
I will go ahead and spell that.
Alright, and another 21. We know they have 42 hit points. That's exactly enough. 21 and 21.
And and then I will go ahead and just start sucking his soul out as I look at the guy that's looking for his face.
Ballard whips out a straw, stuffs it in his skull. Out comes the soul, baby.
And then just to add insult to injury, I'm gonna stand on his friend, and that's the end of my turn.
The Soul Eater says when you reduce a beast, giant, humanoid, or monstrosity to 0 hit points, it doesn't
Does it?
specify undead. Undead do not have souls, typically.
Copy it over undead one. What the fuck?
There was a different effect that you posted that did include undead, but I don't know that it was this one.
I mean, it was probably the orange peeler if you were talking about today.
No, it would have been at a different session entirely. I don't even remember.
Because this is the Soul Eater. This is what copied over and was put in the character sheet when I gained the Soul Eater thing.
Correct. Yeah, that makes sense.
It also said undead on here, which is confusing me now.
Yeah, I don't know
Yours
that it
doesn't
ever.
say undead on it.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh,
that
it
it
doesn't?
ever.
What?
I don't know that it ever would have said undead on there because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It would be like also including elemental on there or primordial.
Yeah.
It's like what?
Yours just
Well,
says beast,
primordial
giant,
and
humanoid, or
elemental are
monstrosity.
yeah, those are at higher levels. But okay, that's weird. Okay, whatever. Then I'll just erase the temp. That's fine.
Oh, although it does specify at the bottom, it says you gain additional benefits from Soul Eater as you progress on this path. So is
Yeah,
it
that's
something
it.
that's an advanced one from the progression?
Oh yeah, does it include undead later on? Maybe.
I don't know. I can look it up, but that's the end of my turn. I just deleted the temp hit points.
All
instead.
right. Well,
I can still gain
Cranium
the soul.
Shredder
I know
is,
that.
next.
I just don't gain the temp hit points from it.
Yep, it's doing the lovely thing where it didn't automatically roll the damage. Click the damage side of your attack block there as well, since that is a hit. And that's exactly enough to drop me to 0, so I need to roll a fortitude save here. 13 plus 5, I need to beat an 18, and I got a 22. So this thing has 1 hit point remaining. It is standing strong.
You gain quite literally every single fucking creature type except for undead.
That makes sense.
well, at max
Because
level.
even
that
a
is
lich,
what I'm
like a
referring
lich,
to, but yeah.
literally transfers its soul into the phylactery. So if somebody with a class feature can just undo the entire scope of what a lich is, that seems very breaking. Be like, psych! Now I've got your soul, motherfucker. Your whole scheme is nothing.
So I didn't mean to hit action surge. Bear hug gives me an extra attack, but it's an unarmed strike, and I don't have a tab for unarmed strike.
Yeah, typically those need to be added in manually. Let me
For
see
what?
if
He should have an attack action for bear hug, because that's
That's-
exactly
he
what it
does
is.
not.
That's what I was asking before we started, getting on the bus. So I was like, how do I do this bear hug attack?
There we go. Yes, unarmed strike is technically an item in the compendium that you can drag and drop onto your sheet just like any weapon. So now you do have an unarmed strike.
All right. So I'd take him down again.
Okay, I need
possibly.
to roll. I need to beat a DC of 9. Or I'm sorry, 10. And I got an 11. So once again, it's at 1 hit point.
So you're hugging a
Oh,
very
okay.
angry undead.
So is it a hug grapple now, or was it an attack melee?
It's
I'm very confused.
both. It says in addition to.
Okay.
So yeah,
Then
you got
great.
the grapple and the damage. Tongue
We're
in
stuck together.
cheek and Young are not going to try to shoot through that narrow pathway. We might hit that big bear. And not the one in California. We're going to start heading up the stairs. And we're not going to clog things up just in case 6 seconds from now the party comes running out saying there's 30 more of them coming, and we're all of a sudden getting pushed off of the stairwell because we got the shit initiative. So we're going to stay down here and play it tactfully, and rather than starting off another round that will probably carry us further into the night past our curfew here, we will call it closed a few moments early. If one of you would be so kind as to track our initiative, as always, we will need that for next time around.
I got it. I'll post it in just a
Beautiful.
moment.
I'll get us back over to home base.
Ballard, I have a question for you.
What's up?
Are you good if you're blocked over on that side?
What do you mean?
Well, my plan for the next turn was going to be casting Ashen Lashes. Because it's cast at 2nd level, I basically summon up 3 tendrils of magic ash in unoccupied spaces within range. They can't be targeted with attacks and are immune to damage. And when I cast it, and then also as a bonus action on my subsequent turns, I can command 1 or more of the tendrils to attack a creature within 10 feet of it, making a melee attack for each tendril using your spellcasting modifier. On a hit, tendril deals a d4 damage to the target. I was thinking of throwing up the 3 of them literally behind you and that 1 zombie, so that they can't get into where we are other than the 2 that are already in with us.
I mean, as long as fucking 15 more don't come running at me, sure.
Well, that's the nice thing. If you were backed up to those tendrils, they can also hit anything that comes within range of you. So you wouldn't be by yourself, so to speak. Plus, I can also shoot them with my Eldritch Blast or Radiant Beam as needed.
We'll figure it out next time. But
Sounds
that
like
should be
good
fine.
strategy for next time around. Yeah, unlikely unless you post it up now, unlikely that anybody's going to remember the finer specifics of it 14 days from now when we come back to this table. But
It's all good.
great stuff for tonight. A lot of plotting and planning, trying to get into the place, finally finding our entrance on the west side of the building. We finally made it to the Riverside Casino, which was the title of session number 2. we finally met Crazyass Blake Barrington, which was the title of session number 3. Hence why tonight's session is entitled, respectively, both of those. So we are now caught up here. That one random encounter really took us on quite the detour there. Sometimes those randoms will do that. But thank you, Brad, for stepping in here tonight and adding some memorable RP here. Hopefully on a future Sunday G2 session, we can also see a revisit from that character when somebody or some buddies need to miss a session. And for all of our usual Sunday G2 players
Anytime.
here, a round of applause to each of you for another solid RP session and the beginnings of clearing out a casino here that has a fair bit of nostalgia and memory here at Role Playing Unlimited, especially for our core gaming group of fellas who have been gaming with me for going on 20, 25 years, depending on which one of them they are. Excuse me. But that will be a wrap for tonight, friends. We will close it out, as always, with an honor and a privilege to share these adventures and this table with you. And as always, there is no RU without you. Have a good night, friends. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. Good night.
Good game, yeah.
Thank
Good
you.
night. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Are you with us?
We set ourselves aside. Neither could say goodbye. But when I asked if something's wrong, I found I heard no sound. Oh, but your eyes, they never lie. The road we walk is too long, too long. Better keep on keeping on, keeping on. We were wrong, we were wrong, we were wrong. Better keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. Better keep on keeping
I leave